That's good for them.
That's good for them. I don't think so. You can.
That's why they are doing that.
I don't think that's why they're doing that. That they just do that automatically.
Okay. Anyone who's interested to talk in God, or is it
Ah,
just joining and leaving? Yeah, it's like
you're asking me,
What?
yeah, as you're from heaven, so definitely I think I should ask you.
and you don't have to ask me. I created this room,
Yeah, okay, it's
so
fine.
that means I'm here to talk about these topics, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
What
excuse
about
me.
you?
Excuse me.
Osama, I'm gonna
Hello.
mute you because of the background noise. That's too much, man. Okay.
Yeah, please.
So, Raju, do you believe in God?
Actually, I don't believe because
I don't believe.
uh, if you know something, you don't need to believe what I believe.
What do you know?
Like if you start to believe something, actually you're believing nothing. So that's
You believe in nothing. It
yeah.
doesn't make sense, but what about, do you know God exists or not?
Um, in my perspective, no.
So you don't know God exists, you don't believe a God exists, right?
Yeah, that's the my point.
Okay. You could
And
say it
and
directly.
next thing is that if I know that, then why I should to believe?
Oh, you should believe. Okay, so
Yeah.
you don't have to say I believe because you know it.
Are you atheist? You can say like that.
Are you atheist full sober? Yeah, I'm an atheist. Cavi. And the question is God real? And so far, we don't see anyone who's interested in this topic. I'm an agnostic atheist, Bluebird. As Raju. Raju is also an agnostic atheist.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Why do you think God is not real?
I didn't say God is not real. Who says that God is not real?
No, no, it's in a chat, I think.
Yeah, and I'm
Province.
replying to the chat.
Okay.
Who said that God is not real? Cammy, do you want to talk to the mic? How many types of atheists there are? Two types of atheists, hard and soft.
What about medium?
Don't see that. You heard about three. Okay. Maybe you can teach us. Okay.
Okay, philosopher,
Yeah.
honor. Do you think that there is no God?
I don't know whether God exists or not.
That's
Why?
right.
What reason
Your
on the
audio
basis
is
of
not clear.
that there is no God?
Your voice is not clear,
Okay, is it
man.
clear now?
It's not
Oh
clear.
man, give me a second.
Take your time.
Okay, is it clear now?
It's still
Is it
muffled,
clear
but it's
now?
it's better. Let's try again.
Okay, it's better than.
Yeah, it's better than previous. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, honor. Why do you think that there is no God? On which evidences,
Who
on
said
the
that
basis
there's
of
no
which
God?
evidence?
That I was asking that. Who said that there's no God? Who said that God is not real? Who said that?
That was talking to another guy. His name is Kavi.
It was Kavi.
He's right. Yeah.
Did Kavi say God is not real?
No, he was asking you that why do you think that God is
Yeah,
not
and I
real?
said, who said that? No one said that.
No one, man.
And no one, so far
How
in
is
this
it
room, no one
possible?
said that. You can go to the channel and you can see, you can check whether someone said it or not. I'm an atheist, yeah. I'm an agnostic atheist.
Okay, what the agnostic atheist mean?
It means I don't know whether any God exists or not, and I'm not convinced that a God
Okay,
exists.
okay, but in future, if you get an evidence calling from science that there is God,
If
so
good
would you like to
evidence
believe
comes,
that there is
yes,
God?
sure.
Okay, I'm going to show you something, but for that I just need some time. Okay, and in the
Take your
meanwhile,
time.
you can carry on. Okay.
Sure, I will carry on. Stranger, danger, stranger, danger, stranger, danger, stranger.
How are you, philosopher?
Hey man, I'm okay. How about you?
Yes, doing great. Came here to listen. Just
Okay, you can listen. Thanks for coming. Harry didn't speak so far.
I can speak or no?
I don't know. Cavi can speak. Can Cavi speak?
I can speak or I can or only listen or what
Or you
can I
want to
do?
speak about God, Osama?
Yeah, I can. Yes, I can speak about God, but
Okay.
this is very. No, I can speak. This topic is very important and need more respectful and careful when you speak about God
Hmm.
because there is no world without God. But what I want to know, why what is the meaning of God? God of creator or God of faith or believe or worship or what
Do
is
you
the
believe in
meaning of
God?
God you mean? Yes, okay, sure, I believe in God.
Okay, so then
My,
you tell me who's God.
my God, I believe, is in one God who created everything. God is always with us.
Okay,
I
God is
believe that.
someone who created everything. That's your belief.
I believe that God is merciful and just. This is God I believe. And I have a worship. I pray to God every day. Worship is a way to connect with God. This is very important to us. Without God, I think with the man or the human consists of mud and soul. Mud and soul. You know, mud and soul. If there is no God, there is no soul. I think so. I can't live without God. Uh, and you must follow some rules to uh, to respect this God. You must follow the worship. This worship for me, pray every day, 5 times as a Muslim or Christian.
Oh my fucking God.
Yes,
I left for a while and you're still speaking? No way.
What? I can't understand this sentence.
Sama, you're just talking to yourself.
I talk myself. I talk. Oh my God.
You're talking to your.
Which
I'm not your God.
my God, who is in my soul? I think this is my God.
So you don't want to have a conversation with me.
With
You want
you,
to talk to God.
talking about God.
Like
God is a
that's what I
creator
assume in
of
the
this.
in the beginning.
Uh,
Like we have
oh
some
yes, yes,
problem here.
yeah, yeah. You want to know about God, formation about God, yes, or
Osama,
what?
you're not making
Mm,
any sense so far, and I'm getting annoyed. Like I can mute you. Okay.
yes, okay,
You
okay.
asked me who is God, and I said you tell me
Mm,
because you believe that God exists, and you said God is
uh,
the creator of everything. Okay.
so
So my question
yes.
is, why do you believe that there is such such a guy or God or whatever?
Why I believe that?
Yeah, why do you believe
Yes,
in that?
this is something in my soul. I can't,
This is something in
I
your
can't,
soul.
I yes, I can't live without this, without this soul, without this God. I feel I am a mud or something without no sense,
Okay, so
something
what?
like that.
But that
Something
doesn't mean
like what is the difference between me and the animal, or between me
I
and
don't see any difference. I
Bill?
don't see any difference. You're just wearing clothes, and animals are not wearing clothes. That's the only difference that I see.
But every yeah, there is different religions. Every religion have a god. This god have more have more descriptions different
Go
from
on.
another
That doesn't
religion.
mean it exists, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
exists.
maybe you're just mud, as you said. If there is no God, then you're just like a mud. So why you don't
Yes,
accept
mud
that?
mud was because God create your
No, don't
soul,
say God
create your.
creates. No, don't say God creates. You didn't prove a God exists.
Don't say, but God creates.
Don't say that because you didn't prove a God exists.
Mm, mm. So what do you want me to talk? How can I talk about my
How
God?
can you prove your God? It's your job. You believe a God
God
exists.
God is internal.
Internal, like why it's not
Yes,
inside me.
internal me side. Uh,
So
how can
God is discriminating people. He enters in your body, not mine.
yes? How can if you see this world? Do you mean this world in this regular ways uh, created or were built without any
Oh,
builder or creator?
okay. So
Can believe that?
your God exists without a creator. Can you believe in that?
Yes, creator for everything. Create
No, no,
everything.
no, no, no. So do you think that the creator of this universe exists without a creator?
Do you think that everything that exists came out of nothing, like the Big Bang Theory?
Who said that?
But
That's that's
first, what we must put a definition for God.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
having a
What's the
definition,
definition for
having a
the definition for
definition,
God for you?
having a
Any definition?
definition, having a
God,
definition, having a definition doesn't make it real.
yes, master. God is a master of this
Don't
world.
care how you define your God. It doesn't make it real, okay? I can define
Yes,
anything. I can define unicorns here. It doesn't make it real, okay?
yes, yes. Okay,
So stop defining things. You believe that the
imagine.
this universe has a creator, right?
Yes, I know that. I
Okay,
okay.
so
believe that. I believe.
how can creator can exist without a creator?
How can a creator can exist?
Yeah, how can the creator of this universe can exist without a creator? Because this is what you believe.
Just like we can exist without a creator.
God is believed to be the creator of the
You
universe.
believe that doesn't mean it's true. So
Okay,
if
God is
if someone can exist without a creator, then why not this universe cannot exist without a creator?
This is faith. This is belief for
Okay,
everyone.
then I'm down. I'm down with you then.
Okay.
Okay,
If you just
philosopher,
say this is
do you
my
believe in
belief.
science?
Well,
Okay,
this
do
is
you
not
believe
a
in science?
this is not about science. Like, do you see anything about science in
Yeah,
this room? It says, is
this is
God
a very
real? It
straightforward
says God,
question.
atheism,
This is
agnosticism, morality.
oh man.
There's nothing to say about science here in this room. Why we're talking about
Okay,
science?
so you wanna let us
Your
to
connection.
give you some proof, okay, about the God. What
Do you
on
do you want
which
to give me
basis we
proof?
have to prove that God exists?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Depends
man.
on your God. Which
That's
God
why
you
I'm
believe in?
here. Here, it
Which
doesn't
God you
mean
believe in?
what type of God, which God.
Yeah,
No,
which God
we
you
are
believe in?
talking about the existence of God. Which we are
Yes.
not talking about which kind of God. We are
It depends on which God you believe in, man.
we are here just to discuss is God
I'll
exists
mute
or
you.
not.
First of
Okay.
all,
If you believe in science, so I have taken the statement from. Now let me speak. Okay, it's my turn. Then you can ask me. This is not.
I'll mute you forever
Oh man,
if
this is
you
not a way to debate.
I'll mute you forever if you do it again.
This is not a way to debate.
Okay, bye bye. Let's just mute you, okay?
Okay, what are you asking?
No, I'm not asking anymore. Since you don't want to answer, why should I waste my time? I already wasted my time to try to ask the question, and you refuse to listen my question and answer the question. My question was, which God do you believe in? Because you said, what kind of evidence you want? I cannot answer this question if you don't tell me which God you believe in, because there's some gods they cannot give me what I want. So, but you didn't want to have a conversation, and then you just complained that I'm muting you. It was you who didn't want to have a conversation. Simple question: which God do you believe in? Owner, if they cannot prove God exists, can you then prove why God doesn't exist? This is not my claim, Baluna. That's why I don't need to prove God doesn't exist. It's not my claim. Why should I try to prove something that I don't claim? Krish, can I talk? Yes, you can talk. I'm an agnostic atheist, Coco. I mentioned about that before you joined.
Yeah, hi, Wilson.
Hey, man. I don't hear you well.
Yeah, yeah, I'm doing good. How about you?
Your audio is low.
How about you?
Your audio is
Is
low,
it
and
is it okay? Is it okay now?
it's the same. Just come closer to mic.
Okay, okay.
Okay, what was your
Is it,
question? No, do not
uh,
swallow the mic.
I don't have any questions. I just read your topic. So
You read my topic, and what do you want to do?
is that God is real? Yes, God is real.
Okay, which God do you think is real?
Yeah, I see my God every day. I pray. My God is Son.
Oh, you pray to Sun. Okay.
I
Okay,
see
if
Him
that's what
every
you
day.
call God, then I agree with you. That God is real. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
the topic you mentioned is God. Yeah, yes, my God is real.
okay. Like, yeah,
Yeah, I
I
can.
agree with you. Your God is real. You don't have to prove. We agree. Okay.
Yeah.
Probably he listened to yesterday's stream, Julie. I'm not interested in your God, Krish. Sorry. Like, there is no need to discuss about Sun. Hmm. What do you think? What do you think God means? God means a lot of things according to people, and I go with them. Look, someone said my God is Sun. Okay, let's accept that. I don't want to debate about Sun. You wanna I tried Blue Bird. I asked a question which God you believe in, and you just insisted. You didn't answer. You said, "Oh no, we don't need to." Oh, you said Allah. Is it your God? This is your God. So I will unmute you, but if I get an answer that much late again, you'll be permanently muted. Okay. So you think Allah is real? Can you prove that?
Yes, why not?
I don't know.
But let's
Just
now
try.
tell me on which basis I should have to prove that yes, he is the God.
It's up
On
to
which
you.
basis?
It's up to you. Like how you like to prove God exists. Just do it.
Okay, if I talk about you, you're agnostic,
Yes.
atheist, okay, which
Yeah.
means you believe that if you got a really strong evidence of a
Forget,
God
forget,
in the
forget
future,
about
then you should
like
have to.
atheist people,
Okay,
agnostic
okay,
people.
but wait a minute. No, okay,
Maybe there are Christians listening and maybe they will become a Muslim. Okay, so forget about atheist people. So you said you can prove
okay.
your God exists. Just try to do that.
Science doesn't prove that God exists.
I'm
Okay,
not talking
this is
about science, as I
I have
said
talking.
before. Why I am repeating my sentences right now because of you. We're not here to talk about science. You just try to prove your God exists. You're disconnected. Cool. I hope it's for forever. Because like he's pain. He wants to talk about science. Go to a science room then. Create a room. Just type science on the topic. Talk about science. Okay, did I miss any messages here? Why are you debating if you don't wanna take any side? Who said that I don't want to take any side? So it's like you see someone on the bus standing and not sitting, and you think that that's what he wants. He just wants to sit, or he will never sit. That's what you think. Yeah, Balloona. I'm an agnostic and atheist at the same time. Yeah, we said that do not swallow the mic, and he left. Okay, Vitor is at work. I hope you enjoy your first day at work. I assume it's the first day. I own your godson. Mm, I don't know how you can do that. Hey, Coco, talk to the mic, man. I'm tired of reading messages.
Sure.
Can't
I
proceed.
just want to understand your purpose of creating this room every
I
day.
enjoy
Like,
talking about these topics. I have a YouTube channel that I can reach a lot of people, and you know about YouTube, right?
I do. So you
Okay.
like want more subscribers or something?
That's one of the purposes in YouTube. Not for everyone, but yeah, most of them they want subscribers, watch time, money, and just joy, right? And if you
Okay.
don't that without YouTube, I was always enjoying these topics.
So I want to understand, like, are you here just to play the devil's advocate, or
Do you
do you
mean?
really want to find faith in a religion?
If they can provide enough evidence, that will make me a believer.
No, it's not about evidence. It's about your yearning. Like, like, do you find yourself in a situation where you think that you need to believe in something so that
About
you can move
needing,
forward with your life,
like
but maybe you're
belief
not
is not
finding enough?
always need. I don't find enough evidence. That's why I don't believe, and it's not about need. Okay.
I see.
Yeah. Because I don't know whether God exists or not. If a God exists, I don't know what kind of God exists or how many gods exist. And and sometimes I'm thinking that what if God is an asshole? If someone provides me enough evidence for that God, that would be really bad for me. Why? Because I don't
That
wanna I don't wanna believe, not believe, but I don't want to think that that's the case. There's an asshole God. That's so. I don't know. I don't want to say boring. It's worse than boring for me. Depressing, let's say.
but like like this, you're always going to stay agnostic because
Oh,
we can never know for sure whether
who said
God
that?
exists or not.
Like I want to know for sure. I didn't say that. We were speaking
I
about belief,
mean,
right?
then I, I, I ju- I just assumed that you would be creating this room because you had a more refined goal in mind
What do you
and not
mean?
just doing time pass.
And like, why are we assuming things I don't understand right now?
Sorry,
Why are assuming things right now?
why am I assuming things?
Yeah,
Because I expect you to be a smart person because you call yourself a philosopher,
and
and I think that's not the case. You're just doing time pass, killing
that
time.
sure I'm killing time. I enjoy. I told you I like these topics. I like to talk about these topics, and that's also killing time, right? In a good way. So all people
Uh,
are killing the time when they're alive, right?
that's true, yeah,
Yeah, and I
but
want to do it while
not.
enjoying, and I really enjoy being here discussing with people. I really enjoy.
I see.
And again, that's not the only purpose, as I said. There are many other purposes also. Like I like learning also about these topics, even about other topics, because when we talk about these topics, it's not only religion. It's sometimes it's about astronomy, cosmology, like chemistry, physics, right? I learn a lot of things, and I believe I time to time teach things to people, and I like to do that also.
Oh, I
Uh,
see.
and again, like YouTube now, it's a big part of these things. It was not here. I was here for nearly 9 years, and like YouTube was never my purpose. I even didn't think about it, and it's very new for me. But now it's a bigger purpose right now for me. But still, uh, let's suppose like all internet, also social media, goes down. Okay, only free for talk stays. I'll be here talking, discussing about the same topics. And again, the answer is I like it.
I see.
Yeah. I wish we were having a discussion about the topic. Anyway, seemingly we're gonna create our second room.
To get more people.
Oh, this is not the second. It will be the third room. Okay, I forgot about the first one that I left when it was full. Anyway,
Oh, okay, see ya.
bye bye. Take care. Thanks for joining. If you'll join, welcome.
Oh, thanks for letting me be here.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum, dum, da-dum. Ah, ba, 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 bum, bum, ba, bum. Dum, bum, 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 ba, da. Okay, so I immediately left the first one, and the second one was longer. I tried to have a discussion with a Muslim.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey,
who
nice to
is
meet you.
that? Hansaki. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I'll say it's after we finish our conversation whether it was nice to meet you or not. I'd like to decide at the end of the conversation. So, did you
Okay.
see the topic before you join?
Yeah. Yeah. I read the
Oh,
topic.
great, great. There are few people in this platform who can read and understand and who cares.
Hmm. Okay.
So, what's your answer, Ms. Gariel?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make a guess.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let me make a guess. So you have this picture. I don't know his name, but he seems like someone who is in sports. Like you know, I have some memories, but I don't know exactly who he is. And I think this guy is a Muslim.
Yeah. He is UFC fighter from Russia, and his name is Khabib.
Habib. Okay, that was that guy. Okay, yeah, that's so famous, man. Wow. So followingly, that makes you a Muslim.
Uh, sorry, I didn't got you.
So
Can
are
you
you
please come
Muslim?
again? Yeah, I am.
Okay, that was an easy guess since when you know that person as a Muslim. So why do you think Allah is real? I think we are having some connection problems today. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. So Hansaki doesn't want to talk or he has a connection problem.
No, I
Uh,
want to talk. I can hear you.
oh, but I asked a question. Why do you think Allah is the real God?
Uh, you mean why do I think Allah is a real God?
Yeah.
Okay, before I answer your question, I would ask you why would you think Allah is not a real God?
Said that
It
Allah
is
is not
just
a
a
real
question to
God.
make a debate.
Yeah, but if you ask such a question, that's a false question, and we shouldn't ask false questions.
No, no question is false. Every question is
Uh,
right,
no,
but
no,
it
no.
depends on a person
Oh,
like
okay,
you have to.
okay.
Okay,
Then answer me. Do you think that this is a true question? Why did you beat your mother?
I didn't.
I didn't say did you beat your mother. I said why did you beat your mother?
Okay, so
So that's the
do
false
you
question,
have
right?
any justification? No,
No, that's a
but it is right question, but in wrong context.
wrong context. So you don't know
Yeah,
what like
because
questions. But anyway, forget about that. Okay. So since you don't understand what is true question and false
oh,
question,
okay.
so let's go
Let,
with the
let me
flow. Okay. No problem. No problem. Okay. So I didn't claim that Allah isn't real. Okay. So that's why your question doesn't make sense to me.
okay, so if we both are on the same page, then how
That
can we
doesn't
make
mean
the
we are on the
debate?
same page. That doesn't mean we're on the same page. Okay.
Bro,
I'm a
in
person
order to
who
make
doesn't know which God is real.
okay,
So, but
so
you
you
think Allah is real, so that makes us in
yeah,
different pages, right?
yeah, so I need to know some others so that I could compare it to others and I will prove that Allah is a real God. That's why I ask you the same question. So
Sorry, come
I want
again.
to know like what do you believe?
Uh, I don't
Look,
know which God is real, so I don't believe in any God.
okay, so how many are there? Can you please name me?
How many gods? Oh, I don't know how exactly, but there are many gods. Allah, Jesus, Krishna, Vishnu, Ra, Odin, Zeus, and many others that I cannot remember their names right now.
Hmm. Okay. So why isn't your question that why isn't Jesus the real God? Why isn't this your question? Why only Allah?
I didn't say it because you believe in Allah. That's why I'm asking you. So you want to talk
Okay.
to me, right? You said I believe Allah is the real God, and my question was, why do you think Allah is
Yeah,
the real God?
yeah, he is.
Why? Was was my question?
Look, brother, I will give you an example.
Okay.
Do you think do you think that uh um okay, let me think first.
Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah.
Okay, I see 9 people. I want to welcome them again. And probably there are nearly 10 people in Free for Talk also. So thanks for coming and listening. And especially listeners on YouTube are more valuable for me because it helps to improve this channel. Thanks for coming. And we're waiting for what was his name? Hansaki to give an answer. Why does he think that Allah is the real God? And sure, like in the audience, if someone wants to answer the same question, I can give the mic. Julie, what does that mean? Sounds to me like an Arabic word. Okay, someone is raising the hand. Sorry for not being able to read your name. Oh, still I cannot read. You should help me. You have the mic, you can help me now. With your name. Or I will call you CR.
It's Pepper by the way.
Oh, that's so hard for me. Is it okay if I call you CR?
Sure, sure. Why not?
Okay. Your accent sounds very familiar to me. Like, did we talk before?
No, this is my first time in this platform
Platform?
actually. Yeah, this
Really?
is my first time in the platform. Yeah.
And how did you find the platform? And secondly, how did you find my room, which has a very
No,
specific topic?
it's all very random by the way. I was
Oh,
just and
some say
I just
that
found out about this website today actually. And just
they
I was just randomly going through
okay.
pages and I came across your group and the question and I find it very intriguing. So
Oh,
I thought, since I am a bit of, I'm interested in philosophy and all that. So
that's great. That's great. So, do you have an answer?
I don't have an answer because I don't think anyone should have really answered about these questions. We can have our opinion, but I don't think anyone actually know for sure, isn't it? That the
Okay.
question regarding
Like,
the God is first of all probably we should define what kind of God are we talking about, you know?
it depends on like who says that. Yeah, God is real. So, for example, our friend
Mhm.
just said, "Oh yeah, sure, God is real," and I said, "Which God?" And he
Mhm.
knows God's name.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
Allah. So,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
if your answer is the same, yes, I think God is real, then I will ask you, which God is real? Do you think?
I do not think I do not believe in God.
Okay, it was
Actually.
just an example. Like, I didn't mean
Mhm.
you believe in God.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you don't believe in God. Okay,
Do you? If I may ask
I
you,
don't also. I'm an
do you
agnostic
believe in God?
atheist. Yeah.
What do you believe in? Do you believe in like that maybe probably something cosmic, probably, or there is something out there, or someone out there, or
that
something.
that question always didn't make sense to me, because the topic
Mhm.
is God. Either you believe a God exists or you don't believe a
Yeah,
God exists. That's all.
true. Yeah,
And
true.
that doesn't say further than that. That doesn't mean I believe in something else for
Mhm.
some other purposes. That doesn't mean anything. But
Mhm.
if your question is, then how do you think, let's say,
Mhm.
everything exists? My answer will be, I don't know.
Yeah. This is a very interesting topic, isn't it? With God, the idea of God. Mm.
Mhm. It is interesting, but
Yeah.
not for all people,
Yeah,
as you
but
see.
I always sometimes get very astonished that I don't know why still people have not been able to outgrow from this idea of organized religion, or even or,
Do you think there's a need for that?
I
Uh,
s-
Well, what if
see it is
people?
I see it working on people. I do not believe the structure, the organized aspect of religion, but I see people, I see belief system helping people to heal, and helping to find some sort of purpose in their life. And I'm in no position to say that the belief or the religion do not help, but the whole aspect of the organized religion, and that has turned into this separation of us and them. That is the most problematic part, probably, right?
I mean, you think that it's problematic for you, but seemingly some people
Not
don't have a
just
problem
for
with it.
me. If you look around the world, the disruption, the hate regarding the us and them, the us and them the idea of us and them, that this organized religion, this organized belief system has inflicted over the world is is probably disrupting us from progress. If we think we are progressing, and so.
I see. I see. I want to ask a question. Someone on YouTube. Can you let me
Yeah,
do that,
of
CR?
course, why not? Sure, of course, why not?
So my question for Jesus is Lord, which one is more complex, car or the universe? If your answer is universe, my second question is, which one is more complex, the universe or your God? And if your answer is God is more complex, how come one complex thing cannot exist by itself, and how come your God can exist by itself? Oh, universe is more complex than your God. God for sure, yeah. So who created God? That's all. If you think that a complex thing requires a creator, then find a creator for your God, okay? And then come back. So CR. There's
Mhm.
no much talk here when people don't believe at the same time. So, yeah, but that's why we always recreate the rooms here.
Mhm.
So
So how often do you do this kind of talk here in this
nearly
platform?
every day.
Every day?
Nearly every day, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I'm having some breaks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I probably will be here quite often then.
Those attributes doesn't prove that it doesn't have a creator, okay? Like universe also exists here, and some people believe that universe is eternal. So why it needs a creator then? Again, if your God is complex, then you shouldn't explain it by itself. So that sounds like God created himself. With the same logic, just look at your logic. You think that car cannot exist without a creator. Universe cannot exist without a creator. Okay, another complex creator, okay, shouldn't exist without a creator. I'm not claiming to understand, but it's your logic. It was your logic. Complex things require creators, So you just accept that your God is complex, then your God requires a creator. Or if you're saying, oh, wait a second, complex things, they don't require creators. Okay, you just accepted that the universe is complex, so it doesn't require a creator. Okay. If you claim that you cannot understand, then we shouldn't talk. Why are you talking about some topics that you don't understand? Okay, I will create the room. CR. Do you know how to find the new rooms?
I think I know. Yeah.
Oh, they're on
So
the
yeah.
top. That's how you find the new rooms. Okay.
Okay.
Or you just follow the people, then you find them. Or you just
Okay.
type their names in the search bar on the main
Okay.
page. You can
Okay.
find that. Okay, I'll be there. Thanks for
All
joining.
right. Oh, thank you.
Okay, let's try again. Oh, we can find more people. Oh, we have lost that Russian guy. I haven't even realized that. He just left. Okay, I'm becoming blind right now. I should go and turn on the lights. How does following someone help you find them? It helps them to find me. Or find someone else that they're following. Okay, Jesus Lord. As I said, I nearly every day create these rooms and stream here. So you can join anytime. Okay. Cash.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's up?
So,
Hi, how are you? Yeah, good, brother. How are you? I'm good, thanks. Where are you
Yeah.
from?
Oh my God. Okay, guys. Let's
Bro,
stop immediately. No, not bro. Not where are you from. Not how are you. Okay. Let's skip all those things. We have a specific topic. Seemingly you didn't check before joining, but we have specific
okay,
topic. Okay. So, and you
okay.
should read the welcome message. That's also important.
No,
Yeah. So,
Hello.
hello. Hello. Hi. Res. Resad. Okay.
what's
And now I start seeing some verified people, and I assume that they check the title.
I just checked the title.
Cool. That's cool. So what do you think? Is God real?
God can be real. I mean, you can call me God. I can call you God. We can call God anyone. I mean, I don't feel that there are some identity like God, the personality we have made of a God. that actually make a god as a monster, I feel.
So you
Because
think that
if someone have,
God is imaginary?
I feel that it's just like our imagination, because we need some solitude, we need some gratitude. So that's why we have, I mean, we have a lot of insecurity. So because we are very, uh, kind of loser, I can say, as a sapien, I can say, we don't want to take responsibility of things. So we want someone to take these responsibility so we can feel a little bit light. Nothing more than that.
Okay.
It can make some sense for someone, and for
Maybe.
many people, it doesn't make sense because maximum people are you. I think know that.
Okay. Okay. Is there anyone who wants to answer the question? Anyone who wants to answer the
Which
question?
question you're talking about?
Bro, I think,
The question that you didn't
bro, I
read before
think God is
joining.
real. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, bro, I believe in God. Okay. And
Okay.
if you, and in my religion, there is a several proven that the God is real
Which
and there is a
religion?
God.
I have a
What?
question. Just complete it, then I will ask one question.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. So which God you're talking about? Akash? Which God is that?
Yeah, bro, I'm a Hinduism. I'm Hinduism in my religion. So
Okay.
all the universe, if you not taken in religious, but uh, everyone is believe that there is an energy. Okay, there is an energy in every universe. In our universe, that I think everyone is believe that. Okay, there is an energy who make ours, who make humanity, who make our
Oh.
planet,
Let me
galaxies.
ask you,
Okay,
Akash. Let me ask you, who made the energy?
bro, I'm not going to that. I will say that the energy is, I think, God. God
Okay, who made
made
the
this
energy?
energy.
Yeah, who made the energy is my question.
God.
But you said God is energy, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
not God is energy. I think.
God is not
Uh,
energy. So God created energy?
yeah, God created energy.
Okay, so who created God?
Um, God is not created by anyone.
Oh, how do you
He
know that?
created himself.
He created
So who do
himself.
Yeah.
you believe it?
So God created
What?
himself. Okay, what if you, Akash, what if I tell you that the universe created himself?
Exactly. I think in scientifically, there's.
Bye bye, take care. If you say exactly to what I said, that means you don't understand anything what I'm saying.
He
That
will
means
keep roaming
we
here and
cannot
there, here and there,
we
and at
cannot
the
have
end,
a
you will not
conversation.
get any answer.
No, sure, we can get a lot of answers, but if they're nonsensical, then there's no need to waste time.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Robin.
So I want to introduce here at the egg theory. Do you guys know about this egg theory?
No, please introduce.
Okay. So egg theory, which tells that every human being is one, actually. Even the God is one. Okay.
God is
So
one.
this theory, yeah, everyone is one. Even you are a God. Even me, even I am a God. Okay. So we are like toddlers. We are like a person who is learning to become a god right now. Okay,
Hmm.
we die, we born again, we are the same souls. Actually everyone is one. Like this is a theory of Einstein, which proves that energy is neither created neither nor destroyed. Okay, so
Stop. You're
okay,
galloping. and you're confusing a lot of topics. Okay. So what Einstein said doesn't have to do anything with your theory. Okay. So you said everyone is God, right? Well, what about
Everyone is not a god. Everyone is a toddler right now. They will become a future god.
okay?
You
So
will become a
like
future god.
everyone is a toddler God, right?
Yep.
Okay. So what about the planet Earth?
What about what?
Planet Earth.
Planet Earth.
Yeah,
Bro,
our
this
planet.
is the planet. Like it
Yeah,
will
planet.
destroy.
It will
You know
destroy.
about the alpha particle?
So wait a
You know
second.
about the alpha
Oh
particle?
my God! Like, stop, man. Like, you're bringing a lot of topics. Okay, let's make it clearly. Okay, so like, do you think that we are living in a universe?
Yes, you are living in a universe.
Okay, so these toddlers exist in this universe.
They are.
Okay, so you said that like these toddlers wants to become a god.
They are in the process of becoming God. Yep.
Okay, so do you know any toddler who became a god?
No, I don't know.
So no one became a god.
But it's a assumption. Everything is assumption.
Oh yeah, I'm just asking look, and trying to understand your beliefs, man. So according
Any
to you, there's
assumption?
no God so far.
Say, this is an assumption. There are
Oh,
lots of things which doesn't exist in this society, but we still believe it.
okay, but I don't
That
care
is
about what
Gravity.
people
illusions.
just
Those are
believe.
If you talk
illusions.
about stop. If you talk about gravity, it also doesn't exist.
I don't
And
care about
whatever you
gravity.
see,
Is not our topic, guys. So who said gravity? I will kick him immediately. Who said that?
I kick me,
You
fucker.
you said that? Oh, you said fucker. I was just joking, idiots. Just joking.
Hmm.
You see, like, and these people want to talk
Fighting
about
with the
God.
beliefs.
Anyway, like, seemingly that theory doesn't make any sense. But anyway, he couldn't finish.
So,
Oh,
philosopher, are you looking for content or you just love to?
both, both.
Hmm?
I'm looking for the content only for 1.5 year, and I'm doing this thing right now. What I'm doing here, I'm doing it for nearly 9 years.
Ah, okay. I have done for 2 years only, and I got disturbed. I can say I got frustrated because people answer are kind of illogical. They just believe it
Frustration
because they
is
are
part of
scared.
such kind of discussions, and not maybe all people, but yeah, many people get frustrated,
A
and
lot
I
of
believe
people.
that's okay.
On
Including me, I also get frustrated, but it doesn't stop me having discussions about these topics. I like these topics.
I actually changed my genre. I don't even talk about it.
You don't talk about it. Like, what the hell are you doing
I
here right
don't.
now?
I no. Just now I joined. I don't. I generally don't join people room. I
Okay,
just
so now you
came here just to listen what kind of argument is going on.
do it rarely. Okay. So there was an egg argument. Did you hear about that before?
Yeah, I heard it. I
No.
never heard it before. He
Hmm.
introduced something new.
Okay.
We all are God.
There's a very famous channel on YouTube. They explain that here. I think really good. Mm, Let me find it. Um,
Have you talked with these people before,
oh, which people?
like Ayushi or the Audi,
Ordi
the
never
Muhammad
speaks.
Muzammil?
Ordi never speaks, but if he doesn't speak today, I will block him. Um,
I have talked with this girl,
which one?
Ayushi, I think a few times.
Ayushi. Who is this one? Oh, this girl.
The girl, you can see the face, you can see.
Okay. So you want to talk to her?
Not really, I can talk to anybody.
Okay. Yeah, we're waiting for those people who want to talk about this topic. Let's
What is
see.
your, do you think that it is a belief of your, okay, let me ask you some simple question that I have asked from many. What is, I mean, the difference between the faith and the belief?
I don't see a big difference. Faith sounds to me with less evidence, or sometimes even without evidence. But belief is kind of with some evidence. Maybe not always, but mostly with some evidence. That's what I think.
Hmm.
But it might
Kind
be
of similar,
different.
I can say that belief is something that is based on the logical reasonings that have some evidence, witnesses, some sort of, I mean, something that we can rely on. And faith is just like, I believe that exist and we have no answer. We just keep roaming here and there and just try to make some theory, as a lot of people, do it. Hmm.
Yes.
A lot of people joined your room for to listen about this topic.
So they
They don't
like to
want to even
listen.
talk about it. The act
Yeah,
theory.
yeah, that's a theory. Yeah. I had an operation in my vocal cord. I cannot talk. Okay, open the camera. I don't think your camera had an operation with some mechanic guy. Okay, there is no one here to prove a God exists. God exists. No one wants to prove a God exists. Flexible. Oh, evil too. Yeah, I knew that. I was searching, but thanks for trying to help. Okay. Okay. So, seemingly no one wants to talk about God. Let's create another room to find people who wants to talk about God. I'll be in the next room, guys. See you. Take care. See you there. Or just take care. Bye bye. 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 Bye. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, what are the chances, Julie? Someone having vocal cord operation. S- Okay, I don't know. Some people really like to calculate those things. God is real to me. Ooh. Queen, queen. Queen, queen. Do you think God is real? Queen, 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 queen. I understood nothing.
Hello, all guys. Hello.
Hello, A5.
Uh, fellows, philosopher.
Yeah,
How are you there?
I'm okay there. How about you?
Well, I'm also fine there. Where are you from?
I'm from heaven.
Where are you from?
I'm from heaven.
Heaven.
Yep.
Wow. You always live in heaven.
Yeah, I'm from heaven.
You, God, maybe you live in heaven.
What?
You always live in heaven.
Not always.
You live always in heaven.
I'll mute you. Okay.
Where are you from, Queen?
I'll mute you too because you're making a lot of noise. Avi, what are you using to voice chat? This is a platform. It's a big website. I'm using that website. Ivy. Okay. Are we having someone from YouTube? Okay. Here's the link. Hmm. Ooh, you're so fast. I wasn't expecting that. So fast. Okay, welcome from YouTube. Thanks for subscribing.
Is my mic working?
Yeah, it's working.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, cool.
How you doing?
I'm waiting for people to have a discussion. I'm
Yeah.
even okay with the conversations nowadays.
Yeah, people getting kind of boring around these days.
Um, Faster than Jack? I'm not sure about that. That old guy is still so fast for many people. Okay, so you said, wait a second, let me see. God is real to me. Which God is real to you?
The one said by Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ is real to you. Why do you think so?
Did you say Jesus Christ or God?
Wait a second, like you believe in two gods.
I believe that there are. It's three personalities in one.
So you believe in one God.
One God, three personalities. Yes. So
That's
God the
some
Father,
detail. I
God the
don't
Son,
need
God the
that
Holy Spirit.
detail.
Yeah.
So why do you believe that there is such a God?
Evidence is for a creator enormous. There's, I mean,
What's
the
the
second
best
law.
evidence you think?
I think the second law of thermodynamics does that the best.
Okay, what does it say?
Energy cannot be created nor destroyed.
Okay, but that sounds like universe always existed.
Yeah, he exists outside of this universe.
No. When you talk about the second law of thermodynamics, it's about this universe, right?
This universe, yeah.
So, and that's what I said. Like that sounds to me like universe always existed. If you cannot create or destroy, that sounds it always existed. So, why do we need a god?
Well, because we live in time.
Okay, that's not
We're limited
following.
creatures.
we're limited creatures, but seemingly universe is not, because you said that energy is eternal.
God is eternal, and he's outside of this time, though. He doesn't
Okay, but we can talk
exist.
about God because now we are talking about universe because you are talking about universe. You started to talk about universe. So let's finish the universe part. Then we can go to God if we need. So you said that energy cannot be created or destroyed, and that was
Yeah.
about our universe. So and I said it to me. It sounds like energy was there always. Mathematically, universe always existed.
Um, it means that the energy that is here is persistent, but I don't think that it means that it's always the same.
Okay, like it means it was different.
Yeah.
I mean, but still, if you say that we cannot create or destroy, so it sounds like it's something that cannot be created or destroyed. I could take it in that way also.
Yeah.
If I take it in that way, so we don't need a creator because, something that cannot be created or destroyed. That doesn't mean just because we cannot create, that doesn't mean it wasn't created. It doesn't follow. But since we cannot create, we don't have any good reason to believe that it was created also.
I mean, that's where the difficulty entails, is because, like, when it comes to the Big Bang Theory, I mean, they come to the conclusion that all the way down to at a certain point, there was an explosion, there was some sort of massive energy transference.
Mhm. Yeah, but they never say that that energy came from nothing. They never say that. And as you
They
said, they say that that energy was there.
somehow.
Yeah, somehow we don't know. Like we can now entertain the same ideas with your God. So somehow your God always exists, right? Somehow we don't know how. Now we can say somehow the universe always existed. We don't know how. As you said, the energy can change, but it doesn't. It never existed once in a time. We cannot claim that also because we don't have evidence for that. And all evidence says that energy was there so far. So why we should think that it wasn't there and it came from nothing? And I want to emphasize that because this is really really important. When believers like having a discussion with atheist people, believers say that, hey, come on, universe cannot come from nothing. Why do you think so? And my answer is, hey, wait a second, I didn't say such a thing. But when we go check their beliefs, they believe that universe came from nothing because they believe that universe was not there. That means no universe, and then God created the universe. And even Muslims goes further. They emphasize that God created the universe from nothing. So, anyways, just I wanted to emphasize it's not that much relevant.
Yeah, no, that's a very interesting thing to think about. Is that, like, if it's a little bit strange because it almost seems counter to there being a sense of time. It's like, okay, so like there's like some point of like there being an everlasting in our own universe, just as there is in God's, which would be very, like, the Bible doesn't even like state it clearly. Like, it doesn't say that of how we live here in our state. It just says that us as beings are limited. Like, we end up passing, but it doesn't say much about like those kind of intricacies of like how the universe ends up doing its own role. So the fact that like we could possibly be living in a universe that just constantly exists, but then the only difference may be that our existence within it is the time and not necessarily the universe being the limited time that there is.
Okay, so if one thing can exist constantly, and if it doesn't require a creator, which is your God, why we don't apply the same thing with our universe? Because you said that maybe our universe existing constantly. Okay, then let's apply the same thing. Like, so if something exists constantly and may not require a creator, okay, I can accept that. By the way, I can buy that. But we should buy other things also. For example, if you think that universe can exist constantly, then we should buy it too. Like, which is it may exist without a creator also. For example, I'm an atheist, but I can think of many different type of, you know, reasons for this universe, including your God and many other gods and many other systems. For example, I was asking always believers, like I'm asking this question because I want to show that maybe your religion is not true, because this is also possible based on what you believe, which is, for example, just one example, there is a creator, okay, a being has intelligence, power, whatever, okay, but it's similar to us. What I mean, for example, we cannot create, right? As you mentioned, the second law of thermodynamics, we cannot create energy or we cannot create matter, right? We just form the matter. That's how we create things. We call it creation, but not like a godly sense, right? We just form things. What if our universe is similar to what we do here as, let's say, fake creators, okay? What if there was always energy and plus, let's say, creator, God, being, doesn't matter, but two things at the same time exist, coexist, and that creator can just form that matter, like he cannot destroy that, and he cannot create more matter energy. He can just form what exists beside itself. So that's just one thing that I can imagine. Not only one, but one of the things. So what I'm trying to say, if one can exist without a creator, why not the other one? Which is, now we're talking about our universe.
So one can exist without a creator, but then you flip it, and it's like, why can't? Hmm.
The universe. Why universe cannot exist without a creator? Or why there cannot be other creators?
It's that's an interesting thought.
For example, you don't believe in five creators, right? So you
No.
like in your belief system, there's no five beings coming together and creating this universe. It's not like that, right?
Yeah.
So, but why not? I mean, what if this is the case?
So when it comes to what I believe, it's based on what Jesus Christ had taught.
Mhm.
And I believe that because of what Jesus Christ did and what he was able to do here, that he is the most credible source for what God is.
Mm. Okay, you can believe in that. In my case, I cannot trust 2,000 years old stories. Even I have really huge suspicions about very close history, even. But especially the stories which include supernatural claims, I immediately hold my judgment. Immediately. If you say, well, what about the people who lived? I'm okay. Like I believe that there was a guy called Jesus, but I don't believe in the supernatural claims. I believe that Muhammad was a real guy, but I don't believe that he split the moon. I believe there was a guy called Moses, but I don't believe that he split the ocean.
Yeah.
So I immediately hold my job because the reason is I don't see miracles happening right now, and that's how I don't
I
believe
don't
that
believe in the
miracles are real.
miracles of today either.
Today's miracles? What do you mean?
People who claim to have them.
Oh,
I
who
may
claim? Mm.
I'm a secessionist, which
Okay.
is the belief that there are no miracles, and particular spiritual gifts after the apostles. Once the apostles passed, which God blessed them,
Oh.
then there are no miracles after them. So it was after the what's called the apostolic age. So
Okay. So you
beyond
believe
like
there
the
are no
second or
miracles
third
anymore.
century St. Paul
Mhm.
Church, essentially.
So then your answer, if I say that why we don't see miracles anymore, your answer will be because they decided not to show no any miracles anymore.
Because they were left with the apostles, yeah.
Okay. But like just put yourself in my shoes. Don't you think it would sound like an excuse for we don't see miracles anymore?
It very well could be.
Yeah.
But it's actually kind of like it's a it's a little bit of a difficult thing, you know. It's kind of like if a somebody who believes in the Big Bang, right? And they end up discovering something, like say something. An interesting thing would what I would say would be like something like gravity, right? They would say like, oh, it works this way here, but it doesn't work this way in a different part of the world, which is seen. So there could have been like, you know, a different kind of magnetic pole sort of shift or whatever the heck. And then they use that as an example for the reason why like fossils degrade much shorter in that certain area. And it's like, well, that seems convenient for you, doesn't it? Like it doesn't go with the rest of the sciences that say that these should be degrading within these materials in a proper sense, like the way that has already been established. It's very strange. So like it's not a fully agreed upon thing. Of course, it's a denomination, so like there's all sorts of sort of things, but there have um the ones that came after that were in the church had observed it themselves as well. Speaking in tongues didn't exist, which is also a very confused miracle that people don't understand these days. They think it's just speaking whatever that comes to mind.
But it might be the
When
case, right?
what's that?
But it might be the case. People can fake that, right?
Uh, if they so like speaking in tongues, just to clarify real quick, speaking in tongues is actually speaking another language that you have previously not known.
Okay,
So if you
but
go up to somebody, you two can
Mhm.
speak to each other commonly,
Oh,
but it's in a language that you previously had no knowledge of, and it
yeah.
was a spirit that communicated between you two.
So, but when people are speaking in tongues, they do have a conversation with another person, or they just speak
With a real other person, yeah.
with another person. They have a conversation in another language.
Is speaking another language, yeah.
Okay, how come this is a miracle? I mean, people can speak in another language. For example, English is my not my native tongue, and now I'm speaking.
Well, it's not like native. Like if you learn, it's the difference between like if you learn the other language, that's not a miracle. If you did not know the language, but you're able
Okay,
to communicate with this other person
but what
in
if I
their
claim that
language,
I didn't learn this language?
yeah, I mean that's where you can fake it. I mean,
But
you
let's
just be
suppose
like,
now
oh, I
I'm
didn't
saying
know
that
it
I didn't
before.
learn that. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what speaking in tongues was when the miracle was happening.
Yeah,
It's just,
but like if someone learned a language and if that person said, "Hey, wait a second, this is the first time I'm speaking this language and I didn't learn this."
yeah.
Oh, how convincing is that? Because you don't believe when I say that. So if I say that I started speaking in English today, would you believe in me?
I'd be impressed at the very least.
Impressed?
Well, the evidence is you're speaking English at this point, but
Yeah,
like,
but it's not the evidence that I didn't learn, right?
yeah,
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 and if someone else do the same thing, why we should think it's something else?
yeah. The real miracle is that you didn't learn it at all. Like there is no knowledge beforehand or even after. But it was
But
the
how can
spirit
you
that
confirm
that
that?
um well, because that's what happened to the apostles. They
Oh,
were
you
able
believe
to go
that?
to, yeah. They were
Okay.
able to go to other what was it? Like other tribes that spoke these very unknown sort of languages that were like, and they would be able to speak to them. To them, it would be like a normal conversation. But then like somebody, a third party, right? Somebody else would go up to them and be like, "Hey, how'd you learn their language?" And he'd be like, "What? What do you mean?" And that's
Yeah.
essentially where the speaking in tongues first came from. Is that other people were realizing like
Yeah, but still, it's not
the
convincing.
communication
Let's
shouldn't be
suppose
there.
my friend just joined this room and tell
Yeah.
him, "Hey, Flossover, what the heck, man? Like yesterday you didn't know English and now you speak in English. How come?" And I say, "I don't know. It's a miracle. Yeah, I woke up and I started speaking in English." Not believable, right? To you?
It wouldn't be unbelievable, but
Really?
unlikely.
That's the thing. Like, if that happens in the past, it doesn't change, right? I mean, don't you think we should look at the same, right? Someone claims to start speaking in a language in a day without learning. It's not believable in any time for me. Why should I believe in it like 200 years ago or 1,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago?
Um, from my from what I've been able to understand with all this sorts of stuff is like it really doesn't. It's mm, it's kind of hard to be able to understand things that have come to pass because it's kind of like the very thing that Jesus did. Jesus said he came to put an end to one era and bring a new one in. So he came to fulfill the old law so that a new law can be established. And it's hard to understand the old law because it's no longer what we currently live under. So kind of like the dynamics of like okay, so why doesn't exist is like okay, the 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 very people that are claiming that these giftings happened, right? The prophets, the pastors within St. Paul's First Church, the the rest of the apostolics, they had things going on and they wrote them down and it came to a
Oh,
conclusion that these things were
yeah.
like
Okay, but if we go
present.
with the same logic, as
Yeah.
an atheist, if you right now convince me about this, then I will have to accept other religions too at the same time. But then again, I will realize that there will be a contradiction because all religions cannot be true at the same time, right? But what you're telling me that people wrote these things down, they had witnessed. When I look
Yes.
at other religions, I can see the same claims, which they say that people had witnessed and they wrote down also. Okay, so that makes this believable. That's what I learned from my Christian friend. So I have to accept your religion too. And then other religion comes and says, "Hey, wait a second, we have similar things." You just accepted those religions because they claim that they have books and they had witnesses in the past, thousands of years ago, and we have similar things. Or what do you think? And I should say, okay, no, I think I have to accept that. But then the realization will come to me because I tend to think about these things deeply. And I say, wait a second, like, how come all these gods can be true at the same time? Doesn't make sense to me right now.
Yeah.
So that shows that there's some problem in that methodology because you trust those things somehow. And there's another problem because all those religions when they come to me. By the way, when I say that, it's real. You're Christian. There was a Muslim before you, and there are Hindu people who are coming here and trying to convince me.
Mhm.
And there is another problem also. Many of them, they think similarly, like you. And another thing is they follow that religion, they believe in that religion just because their parents did it. Many of them, majority of them. You're a Christian, most likely you were born in a Christian environment. And our Muslim friend who left the chat, 5 minutes ago, Muhammad, look, even his name is Muhammad Osman. So that means he had a Muslim family.
Yeah.
And my Hindu friends were also having Hindu families. So that makes me more suspicious because they seem very convinced about their religions. But then I say, well, wait a second, well, like seemingly it's just because their parents or environment, because I don't see like randomly someone just becomes magically Muslim in Italy in a Christian family. Or I don't see a Christian magically, appearing in a Hindu family. Sure, that like later on they're converting. I know that, but it doesn't happen magically.
Yeah. So what it really comes down to, at least for how my research has been going, is the credibility of not just the ones who are making the claims, but the credibility of those who are talking about the ones who are making those claims. So um, there's more scripture, there's more evidence, I mean, Roman Empire, there's no more relevance than any other time. Jesus Christ was second to none when it comes to a figure of historical significance. And then you got his apostles who are risking their lives for something that could have been, like people would think that, oh yeah, you're laying down your life for some lie. It's like, well, why would they keep it up all the way until their death? Like, why not just confess and be like, okay, hands up. You know what? You're right. It
That's a
was
good question.
total fabrication. I'm sorry. Or
Yeah.
like give up their faith,
Okay.
right?
Do you think that
Why not just give up their faith and be like,
do
all
you think
right,
that communism is fabrication?
it's only like 120 years old.
Yeah, but do you think that like it was fabricated by people?
It was made by people, yeah.
Yeah, and don't you think that like there were communists who died because of their ideologies? There are, right? Many. So that means people can die because of a fabricated ideology, right? We have evidence, right? We have evidence that some ideologies have been fabricated, and we have evidence that some people died for those fabricated ideologies. And what
Yeah.
if Christianity is the same? Or Hinduism is the same? Or Islam is the same? Welcome, Rocky. We are having a
Yeah,
chill
yeah.
conversation. By the way, I want to thank you, by the way, Savvy. Like still, we're going good. I hope we can end it like this. Sometimes it's going really messy here.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get somebody else to talking with you.
Oh, you'll get somebody else?
Well, I'm just curious. Like you said, you wanted to end it, right?
I want to
Or
what?
no?
No, I didn't say I want to end. I just
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to say thank you.
Oh, no problem.
In the
Yeah.
middle. Yeah, so far I think it deserves a thanks. That's why.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter
Well,
what will happen next.
that's no problem. Like, I've been actually, you know what? You asked me a question. So the Yeah, I do understand what you're saying. Like, so like saying that people dying for either ideological or religious persecution is actually a part of who we are. Like we will fight for our ideals. We'll fight for our ideas. So it's not unique in the case of Jesus Christ, which is interesting. Um, but I would find it pretty hard pressed because it wasn't just the 12 apostles, right? They had multitudes. Like they, when it came to the fish and loaves of bread, when it came to like him performing his miracles, you had thousands of people in front of him. No, not thousands, but like close to 1,000 people in front of him that were attesting to the miracle. And then like even with Moses, that was an entire group of people, an entire exodus that said that the chariots ended up getting swallowed up by the waves. Like,
Okay. Is there any need to mention about how many people died in the wars which was created by Muhammad?
any
I think there
need
was a
for
need.
it?
I think there was a need. That's how I just said it. So that's what I'm saying. So like many people died for Muhammad also.
Well, I kind of switched it from the deaths of like, okay, their lives were at risk. Why would they risk it? To like, now we got, I mean, there's more than just the 12 apostles who spoke about
Do you think
Jesus'
numbers are
life.
important?
I think it gives credence.
Yeah, but like I know like forget about even like those big ideologies. I know that people died for their presidents. Just they were following him. Many people, and it's not 12, it's way more than 12. So again, like these things are real happening.
Mhm.
And none of them are messenger, God, prophet. They're just humans. That shows that people can die for other humans or for ideologies. And again, when I was speaking about communism or different kind of ideologies, you don't think that there were just a few people died, right?
No.
Yeah, so that's why numbers are not that much relevant here.
Mhm.
Because I can counter you with the same amount of numbers, maybe even more.
So, what would be a greater proof? And probably not necessarily like, okay, let's go down to scientific theory. But what do you think would be of interest for you personally?
It's a very
Like,
good question. Very good
yeah,
question. Okay, so since I know you're a Christian and you believe in Jesus,
yeah,
and you believe that Jesus had miracles before, right?
yeah.
And I have my watch on my table right now. If I pray to Jesus right now, which I can do that, hey Jesus, are you there? If you're real, that means you can have miracles, you can show miracles. And my friend is asking me what could convince you that you're real. This is my answer. If you can make disappear my watch on the table, that will make me a believer. But that's my answer, okay? I'm not asking, directly, hey, please do that. But you can take it in that way also. And yeah, if it disappears right now, that I can count that as a really good evidence for me.
That's a little where I'm at too. Not gonna lie about that. Like, I've asked for miracles and stuff. That's why I started looking into secessionism myself, because
Okay.
it's like, all right, why do people exclaim that they have miracles and stuff that happen to them, and then even with the most sincerity, that I can give. Why can't I get that? Like, I know that God's not a butler. Like, that's the kind of thing they get espoused all the time, and it's pretty clearly written in the Bible that you can't blaspheme him, trick him, or fool him in any way.
That's not a trick. I'm sincere about that. If I see such a miracle right now, and by the way, like, is it a really clear-cut rule in Christianity or in other religions, if you know about other religions, which is miracles are definitely done. There won't be any single miracle till, I don't know, afterlife. Is there any rule like that?
It says until the end of days.
It's
So when he is ready to, I haven't read it myself yet, so it's a little rough, and I'm also trying to remember what the lies are about. There's no such thing as a rapture. That's not going to happen. But what is going to happen is God comes down in some way. Either he brings a spirit or something. And then, but like before that ends up happening, which is considered the end of days, he says there will be signs and wonders in the skies. That's the only one that I can say that is going to be, but I am unsure. Like, oh, and
So
there's going to be two prophets.
Sorry,
That
but
speak.
let me give you the good news. Seemingly, end days are really far because I can still see my watch on the table.
Yeah, I think the ideas of people believing that end days. I think we got a good minimum 200 years, but it could be a lot further than that because the world's been more crazy than this. People don't really realize. But I really don't think that it's going to happen. Like, oh boy, Donald Trump does whatever the heck. No, no, I don't think it's that soon.
Okay. So yeah, like if you're saying that there won't be any miracle until the end days, and if still my watch is on the table, that means I won't be convinced because I require such type of evidence when I see such kind of claims, because others can be done by humans also, right? Writing a book can be done by a human, or dying for another person, it's still humane. I mean, humans can do that. What else? Like saying that, oh, I had seen that, I really witnessed that, is also something humans do always, and doesn't matter if it's true or false, they can say that. But those are not convincing for all religions for me. So what is interesting? Those miracles are really interesting. If God decided not to show, it's his decision. He doesn't want me to believe in him. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I think for the most part, when it comes to
Okay, Rocky. Like so far, I have never seen anything unusual, right? And somehow I just ask something like that, and it happens right now immediately. It's like you're speaking about a disease, and that disease pops into you immediately. Let's suppose you're talking about Alzheimer, and you just forget everything immediately. And it doesn't happen like that, right?
How a super powerful alien civilization that
Super
is so
powerful aliens. Okay, that would be. That's why I said I would believe God. And what if super powerful aliens? So there's no way for me to believe in anything, Rocky, because that's hyper skepticism. Then anything can be done. Anything can be done by super aliens. Okay. For example, you're talking to me. Do you believe that I am a human?
Yeah, but I don't. I have no
What the
good
fuck?
evidence.
What if I'm a fucking alien right now?
I mean, it's possible.
Like it's possible. Like then my answer is it's possible. Yeah, but I would believe that it was Jesus. Okay.
But you be a like ardent believer? Wouldn't you say I know there is God, or would you say, oh, I think there is God?
I say that that's a very good evidence for God also. So let me believe it was God. Okay, I would believe that it
You would
was
say I
God.
know there is God,
I wouldn't say I know there is a God. No, I would say I would believe a God exists.
but maybe you're wrong. You would put a
I mean,
caveat, right?
oh, like that was not a God. Yeah, maybe, maybe.
Okay.
I think it's a little bit difficult to try and prescribe it to being illusions or hallucinations. Hallucinations are, I mean, both. In both cases, those are individual views. You, you can't be on a hallucinogenic trip and then have that suddenly be shared with everybody else, and then all of them have
Illusions
an
could be
agreement.
shared. Illusions could be shared.
Illusions. I mean, I don't know how you would end up doing illusions.
I mean, all the magic, the people who do magic, what they do illusions.
Yeah, but they need them all to look at specific points, and they need to distract them. There's all sorts of little trickeries that need to work perfectly. That's why most of the magics are done in a dark auditorium where everything is pointed in a very specific focal point.
I mean, maybe Jesus was a good magician. He didn't need a dark auditorium. He could do it in open space.
I mean, these sorts of things have been more modern ideas about, him being a illusionist, magician, or some sort, that he's just playing cheap tricks. But this is the sort of stuff that ends up going to those who are even more critical minded. So, you got the Greek philosophers of the time who are peer viewing all of these records and are also looking at the and a few, very few, who look at the Roman soldiers who were around trying to keep things and ended up converting because they saw something. Like, if they end up going against the state, they're putting themselves and their rank, not just their rank, but
I mean,
also
some
their
people could stake
families.
their life on illusions. I've seen
Oh,
people in my real life who could stake their life on illusions.
I mean, they could, but I mean, the Romans and the Greeks at the time were really the ones who were keeping the standard. And almost everything that Jesus did, what led him to the cross, was because it was through the Roman legal system. And even the one who ended up hanging him, who made the final decision, was very cautious about doing it, because even he had some belief on, okay, Jesus really could be this kind of person, and he was having that inner confliction. So they were, the Roman guards, they would have seen through it pretty easily, because they know who scammers are, snake oil salesmen, and all the sorts. So I don't think Jesus would have tricked every great mind of the time, or every Roman soldier who was seasoned on these tricks, to then fool entire Roman Empire to fall under Jesus's conviction to the people.
See, I didn't see it myself, right? And if the claim is so extraordinary, why would I trust a testimony that I didn't see myself, right? It's not extraordinary evidence for me as a person who didn't see it, right?
Sure. I mean, how do you know? How do you know George Washington exists? I mean, how do you know anybody else existed? There is more evidence as to understand that somebody has existed at a point.
See, I'm not talking about evidence of something. We know things exist. We're talking about evidence of miracle, because we don't see miracles happening around us, right? These are extraordinary claims. Existence of a person is not an extraordinary claim, right?
I don't think they're quite extraordinary when you have more than several thousands of people who perceive it.
Again, see, you didn't see miracles in your life, right? So it is an extraordinary claim when you don't have a precedence yourself.
It can be, yeah, yeah. But the
And
thing that
you are
makes it
willing to.
extraordinary is the level of confidence that people have in those who had said that it may have happened.
That is a weak evidence testimony. You're
It's not
trusting
weak
people.
because you got the general of the Roman army, the guy who put him on the stake.
I mean,
And then
we have
you
Muhammad,
have
who a lot of people, say, oh, we saw the moon splitting. We have a lot of people agree, seeing the miracle in other religions.
they could have, but I don't think that it is good enough because this is people who wanted Jesus out. Like these are those who did not say, okay, I decided to be a follower of him. They weren't part of his in group. They were outside, and
They
they were
literally
just doing
claim
their
they saw a moon splitting. They literally claim a splitting. They saw a
yeah.
moon splitting.
Well, yeah, but the moon's still there.
Yeah, and it joined again. That's what they claim.
Well, who is? It's
How
really
do you deny
dependent on
that?
the
It's a
person.
testimony. People say we believe it, and people saw it, and it's written in the history. The same claim.
Yeah, but who is it written by, and is it substantiated by those who weren't part of his in group, who
So they
weren't
say
part
the
of his
Jews
clique?
were in the same era. All the people were there, and they didn't object to this claim. If they would have objected, that it would be there, and didn't object.
They might not have objected, but did they support it?
Again, why would they support it? I don't know.
I think that's what gives Jesus more credence, is because those who did not directly follow him, those who were not part of his church, those who were not his disciples, were also substantiated by those who were outside of it and those who were against him.
Even the point that we are arguing about it makes me feel it's not an extraordinary evidence. If it was an extraordinary evidence, we wouldn't even argue about it.
No, I don't think so. I mean, seeing is much easier. Like, if you see it yourself, it's far, far easier, and it's a very, very old written text. So it makes sense that people would have their judgments about it. It makes sense that they would hold off. Be like, okay, where's the real reason behind this, and the inability of recreating it themselves. But that's why Jesus didn't say that he was just a magician. He said, I am Jesus Christ, the Son of God, which was making him separate from all other men and all other people. So him being substantiated is huge. Him, like, I'm not saying that he is, but him needing to show and prove and give people more than just, oh, I did this miracle in front of this group of people. I mean, he does that and more, I would say, from my research. So that's my personal opinion on that.
Okay, so you have a low threshold and have a high threshold for evidence. That's the difference, but it's okay.
It's pretty high level. I mean, it's very there's always going to be room for doubt. It's not a personal experience, but it's why it's why there's a little bit of need for faith on that. I would say that there's more reason given the amount of evidences that are put towards the church, St. Paul's church, and Jesus's apostles, and then the those who were part of the councils, and the popes, if they were. I don't think they were around at that time, but there's a lot of documentation. There's more documentation around those claims. And it's funny enough, because Jesus wasn't put on the cross. He was not put on the cross for being a murderer, for being a thief, for being an adulterer, for, he didn't do any of those crimes. He was only put on the cross because of his claims for being the Son of God. And I'll emphasize again, I mean, he didn't break any laws other than that. And even the ones who filled their duty to the state were like, okay. And they were anxious about fulfilling those duties, because even they questioned themselves on whether or not that it was the right thing to do. Am I the only one here? Did people leave?
No, man, you're not alone.
Okay.
If you're
It just got
surprised,
quiet.
people don't give you a mic a lot. Um, yes, Daniel, you just won live. I don't have much time.
Hey, just want to ask, Savvy, do you believe in all of like evolution and the new Earth and everything?
Um,
I
could you
mean, the
clarify what
creation
you
is in
mean
theory,
by New Earth?
like the 6,500 the old years Earth. I don't know how much they say.
So young Earth, that kind of thing.
Young Earth. Sorry, young Earth. Yeah.
Yeah. So, because when you say New Earth, God does say He's going to make a new Earth.
Oh, I didn't know about it. I'm
From
talking about young Earth. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't trust carbon dating kind of stuff, because it changes so often,
Okay,
like
that's
every
interesting.
somewhat amount of years. So like what they exclaim about that sort of thing, like it was very strange, because when I was a kid, right, which was 1990s to early 2000s, right? When I was a kid, they were saying like, oh yeah, stalactites and stalagmites are super old and all this stuff. And then what happens? A private school goes like, okay, let's see how long it takes. They make a list of stalagmite in 2 years. All they do is run salt water dripping from a point, and it starts accumulating in this fish tank. And they made like a 4-foot tall stalagmite just from that. And it's like, okay, well, it didn't make any sense to call that 250 million years old or whatever. It's like, so when it comes to like the date of the Earth is irrelevant, in all honesty. The only reason it's relevant is because of
Is it
historical
really? Is it
preface.
irrelevant? 4 billion versus 7,000 years old. Like, I don't think it's irrelevant.
I mean, it sounds pretty drastic and everything, but when it comes to the belief in, like, in my faith at least, with
I
Christianity,
mean, how would you account for dinosaurs and all of the fossils we have got and all the planets we see? We can see from telescope how much time it takes for a planet to form. We have a lot of evidence to support that it couldn't take 6,300 years.
astronomy, not astronomy. What's the other one? Cosmology.
Astrophysics.
Like, yeah, astrophysics is still a theory. It's not set. There really is a little bit of a foundation. It's very small. So like all these additional things when it comes to the ages of all this other stuff, because like even back then there were a lot of laws that were still around. When I say that, like, kind of like thermodynamics and all those other things, the foundational laws for how we exist, those got changed. So if you go back 300 years, we would have very laws compared to what we have now. And then it's only like that because they're a constant. They are continually proving themselves throughout the test of our time. So, I mean, to finish the original question, I only believe we're as old as the records say. So whatever is written down, whatever is the oldest texts, whatever, that's what I believe the Earth is. Going beyond that, to me, it's like you're throwing a rock and trying to find it. It's pretty hard to do, and the ways that we've tried to deconstruct what time is and how
Hey,
and
I want to ask one more question. How about a shape? Do you believe it's flat?
a shape or shade.
Shape of Earth, is it flat? Is it round? Is it spherical or what?
Shape of the Earth. Yeah, God doesn't say either way. So I got.
I mean, a lot of Christians do believe it's flat, right?
Yeah.
So if somebody can show in the scriptures it's flat, so you would believe it's flat, right?
I mean, the Bible doesn't have anything to say
No,
about it.
if somebody can show it to you in scripture,
Oh,
suppose.
like theoretically or hypothetically. Yeah.
Yeah. So you would believe it's flat.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. There was no debate.
The basis around the whole belief that I have is just because I believe Jesus Christ to be the most credible. The amazing stuff that he did, how well it was recorded, how well it's been kept recorded is, I mean, that's a lot of evidence.
So you don't like any evidence of fossils, of genetics, of anything, of astrophysics, but you base all your beliefs just on one testimony, and you reject everything based upon that one testimony. Wow.
I mean, those are pretty extraordinary kind of claims, personally. I wouldn't say
For you, that
I
testimony
reject
is extraordinary, but the
everything
prediction.
else because the thing that he came to do, like he didn't come to math, he didn't come to teach science. Those sorts of things can be mutual. So, like, however they discover that, how the universe works. I mean, he's Jesus is right there, just sitting on by it. It doesn't have conflict.
You said you have a little bit leap of faith. I think you have a major leap of faith.
I wouldn't say it's major. Like
It
as
is
I keep
as
studying,
big as it gets. I don't know.
as I keep studying, I mean, I could study the theory of relativity, and it wouldn't have much of like any with like who Jesus was. That's the kind of thing. It's like a lot. That was like the dogma. Back when I was a teenager, that they would say, "Oh, well, look at this science. That goes against your God." And it's like, no, it doesn't. God is a man, and Jesus came as God and man, and he is recorded in history. He did these extraordinary things. There has been so far no explanation for the miracles he has done. The evidences and eyewitnesses.
You don't want to accept the explanation. It is not like there is no explanation. You don't want to accept the explanation.
I mean, I haven't heard anything other than what substantiates it. Like, there are those who can say it doesn't happen, but like, there's more recorded. Like, he's the most recorded man in history, just about. Every little thing he says, every little thing he's done, it's massive. And the greatest minds from thus far have tried to go against it, or they say, well, I can't explain it either, and then at that point they either join or don't. Up to them. So it's gotten, it's a bit hard when you're not a part of that experience, it's way easier. But even God said, blessed are those who have not seen but still believe." So it's not like Jesus himself didn't include those. Okay, I'm only going to be here a short time. I'm lit, and I gotta do what I gotta do. But after that, there are those who are not going to be witnessing these miracles, so they are still blessed.
I couldn't say anything. I'm just utterly shocked. I have no words. I don't know.
I mean, you can keep asking questions. I'm not sure what you're shocked about. What's your personal beliefs, if you want to share?
My personal belief is to not believe in something without evidence. A good evidence.
It sounds like a preference, Rocky.
I have no belief as such, right? I don't know.
Okay.
It's kind of. So do you say you do that for everything?
No, for major things, for existential things.
What kind of things do you support?
What do you mean by that?
In your in the beliefs that you have evidences for?
So I believe, for example, in Big Bang, I believe in evolution. I believe in astrophysics that you think is not good.
Well, I say that astrophysics is still theoretical.
It is, and it is the closest to truth. Maybe it is not fact yet. I don't know. We have ever been so much closer to truth before.
Yeah. So the things that I do very much disagree with, just specifically for the astrophysics, is when it comes to trying to date everything. Dating stuff is so loose.
How do you account for all the fossils we have got? How do you account for all the complexity we have got?
The complexities, and when it comes to fossils, it's not like rings on the inside of them where you count them like a tree, or that they come with a tag that says 14th century BC, whatever.
You mean dinosaurs and humans existed at the same time?
I don't know if they did.
But we have dinosaurs fossil. What do you do about that?
What I find kind of hard with the whole bit is that they're constantly changing. I loosely believe that there might have been dinosaurs. And one of the things that constantly get me is that with the Smithsonian and with the England's version of the Smithsonian, whatever that is. No, they have that. Whatever. Anyways, with those sorts of things, they're always changing the bone. They're like, oh, whoops, looks like this one didn't belong there. Even if they were all found in the same relative area, they're like, oh, sorry, it looks like this bone didn't go there, and this one is in the wrong place, and this one, trying to figure out those sorts of stuff is still kind of sketchy. We know best for the animals that we have seen. When it comes to collecting fossils, the best that we have always been able to gather is human remains. When it comes to collecting things for animals, if those kept on changing, records have been best now than ever before. So if you go back all that time, and and nobody wrote down, okay, looks like this jellyfish has a femur. I mean, how are we supposed to know? So I find fossils to be a bit redundant when it comes to the prediction of how old the Earth could have been.
I hope you were so skeptical for the testimony you believe in as well.
Yeah, I'm still learning. Still looking into this stuff myself. Like I've got my levels of confidences when it comes to the just like different kind of topics that we speak upon, you know. I don't know what Jack is getting upset about. What's wrong with still learning and then sharing what we got? I think it's kind of strange. I mean, like, some of the greatest minds that we've ever known have only ever shared ideas that they were thinking about, pondering on, figuring out for themselves. Like, it's pretty hard pressed to think that you're going to stop learning something that you believe so heavily in. To stop learning in general is a really bad idea. You're not going to just be done with it.
Okay.
Are you not entertained?
Okay. So, what so far with Rocky?
I mean, I'm speechless. What else?
Because he believes in flat Earth?
He would believe in anything written in Bible. He doesn't care. Check him.
Okay. Oh, what about someone shows you that Earth is not flat, Savvy? Would you think Bible is wrong?
I don't believe the Earth is flat. What's going on?
Oh, sorry. Like,
No,
No,
I
we said
think.
hypothetically, if Bible said
Yeah.
Earth is flat, do you believe in Earth is flat? He said yes, I would.
Okay.
But he believes in young Earth. So.
Young Earth. Okay. That's not that much different than flat Earth. So that made you speechless, Rocky? Okay. I was trying to
Yeah.
figure out what made you speechless. Okay.
His skepticism about everything other than the testimony he bases his life on. This, cognitive dissonance made me speechless.
Hmm. People can believe in anything that I want, right? There's no limit for believing in something.
If you can imagine it, there's. Once you have an idea, you can believe it.
I mean, Muslims always try to align their religion with science. But Christians, it seems, I don't know, they have a different method.
Yeah, the thing that Jesus came to speak about is to talk about the hearts of the people. He didn't come to be like, hey, look, I can tell you exactly how old the earth is. Have faith in what I say, because then he would be no better than any other like prophet or any other what do they call them? The people who do predictions on stuff. Prophesier.
Yeah, many.
Yeah. So It seems like chat's having a bit of a.
Okay. Savvy, do you want him to speak?
Who? Jack?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got no problem talking with people. If you think it's safe, go for it.
I'm not sure about that.
I'll let you lead by example.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Rocky.
I want to ask him. I want to ask him some questions.
Yeah, go.
So, how old do you reckon the Earth is, Savvy?
The oldest that I can figure is something like 25,000 years old.
Right. Now, do you know how we date things and how we can tell how old things are?
There's multitudes of ways of doing that depending on the
Right.
science.
Can you name some ways?
Carbon dating, footprinting.
Right. Well, let's start with carbon dating. Right. Do you believe it works or it doesn't work?
I think it's rough.
What do you mean by rough?
I don't think it works in
So
very
you
well.
don't think it works, but they use carbon dating. Why would they use something that doesn't work?
When it comes to the dinosaurs, they
No, I'm not talking about dinosaurs. I'm talking about carbon dating. Stay on topic.
Yeah.
I'm asking you again. Why do they use carbon dating if it doesn't work? You said it doesn't work, and then you said it's sketchy.
Yeah.
Tell me the sketchy part.
The sketchy part is when they use it for dinosaurs.
But they don't use it for dinosaurs.
They do.
No, they don't.
When do they not use it for dinosaurs?
After something becomes older than 50,000 years. The dinosaurs died 64 million years ago. So carbon dating does not work. Do you understand that?
Okay, sure.
Now, let's go back to carbon dating again. What's the sketchy part? Forget about the dinosaurs, you've been debunked there. What's the sketchy part with carbon dating?
That was the only one I could think of. But if they don't use it for that, they're fine. Yeah, that
Oh,
works
so
with
it's
me.
fine now. So now that I've corrected you, right? Right? How do you think we worked out the dinosaurs lived 65 million years ago? How do you think we done that? What method do you reckon we used?
I don't know.
It's called radiometric dating. Have you heard of it before?
No.
Right. So when you start talking and you're making up lies and people like me come along and you say you don't know, it's obviously you don't know and you're just making stuff up. So people like you who say they don't know shouldn't try and debunk something if you don't know it. If you can't show it, you don't know it. Do you know how we know how old the universe is? Do you know that?
How would you go about doing that?
Working out what the speed of light is. Do you want to know more?
Sure, if there's more to it.
All right. You know the sun, right?
Yeah.
We know how far away it is, and we know the speed of light. So if the light from the sun gets sent, it takes 8 minutes for it to get to Earth, because we know the speed of light, so we can work out the distance. Do you understand that?
Sounds interesting. Yeah.
Oh, it's not interesting. It's scientific, right? So we know that light takes 8 minutes to get from the sun to the Earth. Do you have a problem with that so far?
No, doesn't sound bad.
Okay. So the further something is away, right, it would take a longer time. So let's say there was a sun and it was twice the distance. That means it would take 16 minutes. Do you agree with that? Does that sound okay by you?
Yeah.
So the further something is away, it takes longer in time, right?
Yeah.
So that's how we know the universe is 13.8 billion years ago, because it takes light that long to get to the Earth. Because we know the speed of light. And in case you don't know the speed of light, it's 186,000 miles per second, which is 300,000 kilometers per second. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Hey, Jack,
So,
you just give the information. You don't have to ask every time.
oh no, this is an educational program for teaching, you know,
Okay,
so
but
people.
you are a great teacher and you are
I
teaching
know,
very
thank you
good.
for, you don't have to
No, no.
patronize
And
me.
I think the questions are good because we need to make sure that he understands at each step of the process. It's very important for us. Thank you, Jack.
Yeah. So when you say things are sketchy, right? Math is not sketchy. We know, right? Light takes time, and time is distance. So that's how we know the universe is 13.8 billion years ago. So that debunks your 6 or 7 or 10,000-year-old Earth.
for the lesson.
I mean, it could. Yeah.
No, it's not could. It has. Unless you want to try and debunk the speed of light and math and trigonometry and radiometric dating, unless you want to go down that path and try to debunk all those fields, right? You got nothing to, you got no leg to stand on. So if I were you, I would throw your little young Earth theory in the trash can. Science trumps your nonsense.
I mean, I wouldn't call it nonsense because,
It
like,
is when you start saying, because there's a big difference.
well,
There's a
I
huge difference
wasn't making a
between
truth
6,000 years
claim.
and
I would.
13.8 billion years. That would have to be one of the biggest error in mathematical and cosmology on the in the history of mankind.
Sure, but I wasn't making a truth claim. I wasn't saying that it
Yes,
was.
well, what? So you were making a bullshit claim.
No, I was saying that that's what I could figure.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not.
I've just given you a small education in how we know how old things are.
No, I do appreciate that. I'm not trying to
I
fight you on
know,
it either.
but you, as much as you want to appreciate it, right? You have to debunk all fields of science for your 7,000-year-old Earth.
It's not mine because I have
Oh,
a
it's not
claim
mine.
to it.
Well, whose is it? Whose is it if it's not yours?
It was one that was taught to me.
And you believed it, right?
Roughly.
Well, you know what you want to do is what I've explained to you today. Go back to the people who told you the bullshit story and tell them exactly what I told you and tell them to explain it to you how all of this doesn't fit with science.
Yeah. No, it sounds very interesting. I like that.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to do any. I don't think you're going to do any research. People like you always never come back after you, and you just put your tail between your legs and you run away and you never come back. And you never apologize
Hey,
either.
Jack, you
Well,
also don't apologize.
that
Okay, easy.
sounds like
Yeah, it
a
all
little.
sounds good. Yeah, it's all, that's your answer. It all sounds good, right?
No,
Okay.
no, that's not what I was
Yeah.
gonna say, my guy. I'm just saying that sounds like a little bit of a personal thing, and I do get it because there's a lot of people that I've even tried to talk to who just get all sorts of bullshitty, and then they do everything they can to hold
Well,
to
you know
it.
what? You know what I'd do if I was you? Listen to people like scientists and mathematicians and cosmologists, and not your bullshit fucking YouTube fucking chit chat group who talks shit.
This is the first one I've been to.
Yeah, try and laugh
Oh,
that one
Jack.
away.
No, this is very offensive. You used
No,
those words for
oh,
my
what a
fucking
shame! What
channel.
a shame! Oh, go and get a box of tissues out for the little boy.
I will do that. Now let me cry, okay?
No, I'm open to it. It's okay. Like you've given me a correction. I'm more than happy to do these things myself. Like I'm not gonna try and fight something I don't know. I just think it's I don't know. That's a little bit I I can understand where the idea comes from. Like not necessarily the thing that you shared with me, but like where it comes from with the assumption that like I wouldn't want to look into it because oh boy, I have to be right. That's not my position. That's not what I want to assert. I'm more than happy to learn things.
Anyway,
And when it
you
comes to correction, I'm good with it. Like thanks for
tasted
sharing,
a little bit, Jack. I believe I had some warnings, but anyway, since you're not complaining that much, it's okay. So here's the thing: what we do here at Savvy, when there are not many, especially believers, to prove a God exists,
Yeah.
we create another room and wait for more people because creating a room increases the chance to have more people in the room. That's why we create another room. That's what I'm gonna do right now. If you're gonna join, I can share the link through YouTube. If not, thanks for joining.
Yeah, it was fun to talk.
Okay.
I enjoyed your company. Well, I hope you enjoyed my company. This is your room.
It was good. Thanks for joining. Okay, yeah, I'll be in the room in seconds. See you there if you join. Okay. And let's promise that this will be the last room today.
Hello, philosopher.
Hello.
I saw you created a lot of times these rooms from the same title.
Oh.
If you don't mind, I'll give you some suggestion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the argument, like is maybe you used to defending your ideology and like
I don't
the
have ideology.
cosmological, yeah. So I think you need to be change something. Like you need to be talk about some like the evolution. Like just talk about the cosmology here. Just talk about the Big Bang. I think that would be, yeah, just in a broader perspective. I'm just talking about.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Okay, I can like trying to say again. Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, it's been a long time I saw this kind. Like you just put the same title. Well, I know it's your choice. Yeah, I respect your choice. But
Okay.
I'm saying you're just trying to improve, like just trying to talk in there is a lot of other like just talk about the evolution from the basics. Just trying to make a series from the evolution. Just talk about the evidence, how we choose evidence. Let's talk about the cosmology. Let's talk about give me a sec.
Hey, Dusk. How many times you join my rooms? Okay, we have lost him. Oh, Tabula, he doesn't have the search bar. The people who join directly room, they don't realize that this is a big website. They don't understand that. But anyway, for the next time, Savvy, just free for talk, as you see in the link. Just check the link again. And then you will find the website. And in that website, for example, you can follow me here. Oh, no, you just jump into the website. Anyway, we have Mahmoud who wants to speak here. Mahmoud, you have the mic.
Hi.
Hey.
Can you hear me clearly?
Sorry, what did you say?
Can you hear me?
I think there's a problem with your audio. Let's try more.
Sorry. Is my mic is clear?
Right now is better.
Okay. So, maybe the topic is about the God, right?
Maybe.
So,
Why are you
not,
saying
not,
maybe?
not maybe.
It's,
Not
it's,
maybe,
it's God
sorry.
real.
Yeah, it is the topic of God. So actually, in God, which topic you're talking or discussing?
Is God real is the question. So what do you think?
Uh, what is the question? Can you please tell me?
Is God real?
Uh, am I have to give answer in one sentence or?
It's a
Yeah, yes, it
okay.
is. God is real.
Yeah.
So, any alternate question surrounding this?
Sure. Which God you think is real?
To be honest, the Islamic God, like we call Allah.
Okay, so you believe Allah
There's
is the real God.
there,
Okay, cool. So
yeah,
why do you
there are
think there's such a God?
there are lots of reasons that
Tell me the
I
best one.
believed God Israel. Yeah, tell me one thing. To be honest, we are human. Like maybe someone made us, or
Okay, someone
maybe
made
if
us.
not, someone don't made us. Then maybe we are come from like Big Bang or come from water, anything. The philosophy says. But if you closely look at your phone or camera, like it's too complex.
Okay,
We are
cool.
using phone.
Mahmoud.
It's too complex. It's
Okay,
not
I got
come.
you. I got your argument. Okay, so here are my questions. Which one is more complex, your phone or your body?
Sorry, my what?
Which one is more complex, your phone or your body?
Body.
You as a human, do you think humans are more complex than phones?
Definitely.
Okay, so which one is more complex, humans or the universe?
Um, we haven't explored universe yet. First of all,
Really? Okay, so you think that universe might be less complex than humans?
we discover human, for help of science, but help of science we can't discover the full universe.
Okay, so do you
So
need to
as per
fully discover something to understand whether it's complex or not?
no, if I don't what to say, if I don't know what is it, and how can I sure that it is more complex, less complex? If I
By
don't,
looking at the amount of your discovery, because we discovered a lot of things in the universe, and seemingly it's way more complex than the human body. Human body is very tiny, well, when you compare the entire universe and everything that we learned so far from the universe.
yeah, and if you look closely, maybe some point of view, the universe and the human inner core are like connected or something similar, in the deep.
That's not the point. But what about this? Which one is more complex, humans or Allah?
Definitely Allah.
Okay, so if you think that complex humans requires a creator, why don't you think that Allah needs a creator? Because I know you believe that God doesn't have a creator because God is something uncreated, and you believe that Allah is uncreated. That's why Allah cannot have a creator. That's what you believe. But what you said about humans or phone, you said, wait, it's complex, therefore it needs a creator. And when you say that there is a creator and this creator is complex, why it doesn't need a creator? What if it also needs a creator? Or let me ask you another question. If someone can exist without a creator, and if it's complex, why our complex universe cannot exist without a creator? So questions can be a lot, but you can just focus on one of them. Carlos, you can talk. You have the mic.
Philosopher, do you think that
Can I go?
you want to answer?
Yeah. I want to answer.
Answer.
Okay, let him answer, Carlos. Then, yeah.
Okay. If Allah, let's say, if Allah was created, then who will create Allah? A second Allah? Then another question will arise: who created the second Allah?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, who created the
Then
second Allah? The third Allah
yeah.
created the
Yeah.
second Allah.
Then will be
No,
then
no,
the
no, no.
question will
Let
come.
me hear. Let me hear. I believe that the third Allah is the last creator. Okay.
Why? Because why
That's
you
what I
thinking that?
believe. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. So why you
Why
think
you
that?
believe?
Why you think
Let
that?
me.
Why do you think that the first Allah is the last creator? Why do you think so? Because you
There
could say,
is
wait a
no first
second,
Allah.
because you could say,
First of
oh,
all,
there's no creator of this universe because this universe is so complex. That's all. But you didn't say that. You
yeah.
said
But
that, wait, there must be a creator. That's what you said.
but in our religion, there is no second Allah or third Allah. There is
Oh,
one Allah.
so you just believe in that because of
So
your religion. Okay. So if you're just gonna say that, oh, I believe in that because of my book, then we need to discuss about the book, which is a very different topic. But before going there, let's Carlos to have a mic here. Hey, Carlos, what do you want to say?
Okay. I want to ask you, philosopher, do you think that existence is finite, meaning that there's something that existed first and then that caused all everything after that, or do you think that is infinite and
I don't know.
there's no beginning and no end?
I don't know the answer of this question.
You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So according to what Mahmudul Hassan is saying, there is a beginning, and that beginning is Allah, right? But
And I said, why not? The universe is not the beginning because universe is also complex, like his God, Allah. Then maybe our universe is the beginning. Maybe everything started from our universe. I'm
right,
sorry.
but the universe.
Okay, well, like a simple question. What do you think? The universe come automatically or someone created it?
What do you think? God came automatically or someone created it?
Now, I'm questioning you that what you
I'm
believe that
questioning the same
universe.
things about your Allah. The same questions. Okay. So if you
What
can ask the
question?
same, if you can ask those questions for the universe, you should ask the same questions for Allah. Okay. Do you think God exists
Can you repeat
automatically?
that?
Do you think God exists automatically? I think God exists automatically. Okay, Carlos, go on. I'll mute him
Yes.
for some time so that you can finish your point.
Yes. I forgot.
Oh, sorry.
So, okay. So you said like, why isn't the universe the beginning, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean the universe had a beginning, right?
What do you
Which
mean by
is,
beginning?
I mean that before the Big Bang, there was no universe, right?
Okay, so do you think that there was nothing before Big Bang?
I don't know what was before the Big Bang, but
I don't know.
so
Okay. Well, but it
Hassan,
says like so since you're talking about Big Bang, which is science, okay? Scientists they say that universe began to expand from a singularity. So they
Yeah.
talk about something singularity. So they say that everything in this universe was in a single point. And from that point everything started expanding. So they don't say that there was nothing before the Big Bang. They say there was singularity and they don't know whether it was always there or it started to exist. They don't know that. They don't say anything about that because they don't know.
right?
So,
Because
well, what if
the
singularity is indeed singularity is our universe, right? Because everything just expanding from the singularity. So that means our universe was just expanding from a single point. So technically, it was our universe. It was just in a single point, right? So that means maybe our universe always existed.
Okay, so not quite, because they only tell you that the universe started expanding, that it was in a point with maximum density and all of that. That was after the singularity. They don't. That's why they call it the singularity, because they don't know what it is, right? And actually, the Big Bang is used as an argument for God's existence, because it kind of shows that the universe has a beginning.
Okay, but again, what do you mean by beginning? Because as I said, like scientists refer time and space when they speak about beginning. They don't say universe began to exist. They say that time and space started existing with the Big Bang.
I guess you will have to say what is your concept of the universe, right? Because
It's not my concept
without
of universe. That's what scientists say.
now, but I'm asking your concept.
Okay, like I should go with them because so far that they make good explanations about our universe, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, if
They
I
do a lot
just
of job. They use a lot of tools. They spend a lot of hours every
okay.
day, and still they're
So
working on it.
Okay, so according to the Wikipedia page, the universe is all of space and time and their contents. So if there was no time and space, by definition, there was no universe,
How can you say that?
because that's the concept. The universe is time and space and its contents. That's the definition that I was asking you about.
Okay, so then let's talk about singularity then. Let's say that there was no universe, there was singularity. So what's singularity? You believe there was no
Well,
singularity?
no, how can you say that? There was a singularity. They
Okay,
just
so
don't.
singularity is something that existed before Big Bang, right?
Yes, before the
Okay,
universe.
okay, and according to the explanation, that singularity started expanding, right?
No,
No?
no, singularity didn't start expanding.
Okay.
Singularity is what happened that caused that time and space began to exist and that everything began to expand. But they just don't know what it is.
Wait a second. Like just repeat that again. Singularity was something else, then there was something else started expanding? There were two things at the beginning? That's what you're saying? What are you saying
No,
exactly? So I will repeat my question then. Don't you think that this singularity that we are talking started expanding? What was
what
expanding?
matter?
Matter. Okay. So that there was matter plus there was singularity. They were separate things according to your
No,
belief. Okay, so
no,
where
not
where
according.
was the matter?
No, you answer that because
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
you
I haven't
disagreed.
started.
So
I
what
disagree
scientists
with
say
what?
is the singularity started expanding, and you just disagreed.
Because that's not what the singularity is. Singularity is just an event that they don't know what it is, what happened. So it has nothing to do with
Okay,
that. That's what they call singularity.
okay, they don't know what was singularity. Okay, so there's something they call singularity, but they don't know anything about it.
No.
Oh, really? Okay, let's ask. Let's get some help since you are also ignorant like me. What
Mm-hmm.
is singularity in astronomy? Okay, let's ask AI to help us a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, in astronomy, a singularity is a point in spacetime where the curvature becomes infinite and the laws of physics as we understand them break down. It's a place of infinite density and zero volume. Singularities are theorized to exist at the center of black holes and are also associated with the Big Bang. So when it says infinite density, the density of what? Okay, you're not answering. I'll ask
Mm-hmm.
again. Density of what? The density of singularity is infinite. I didn't ask that. This means that a large amount of mass is compressed into. So it says mass compressed into infinitely small space. Okay, that's what it says. So then that
Right.
mass started expanding, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what I meant also. It doesn't say that the matter began to exist, right? It's saying that it was there, and that's singularity. So that's why I
Mm-hmm.
say maybe we can think that, okay, so that means, you know, the matter which is inside our universe maybe always existed.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so then you
Uh,
don't need a God.
what does that? Yeah, but even if the matter was there, that doesn't disprove or prove God, because
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Then what proves God?
What disproves God?
No. What is proving God?
But I'm asking you.
Like you believe a God exists, right? You believe a God exists, right?
Yes,
Then you should prove a God exists, not me.
but I want to know why you don't believe that God exists.
Because I don't see enough evidence, sufficient evidence to believe a God exists. I look at this planet, history, and everything. There are many religions. They make a lot of claims, and now we have major religions, right? Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, and they make similar claims, but at the same time, some very different claims. So when I think logically, they all cannot be true at the same time because they contradict each other. But
Right.
when they come here debate, they believe that they believe certainly like that they have really powerful evidence and everything, but they present me similar things. So then I say that, okay, wait a second, like these are similar claims, and if they reach a different conclusion, that means their method might be wrong because you shouldn't reach the different conclusions with the same method, right? So that means there is a problem here with the claims. Yeah, people believe that God is super powerful, super intelligent, and God can do all those kind of miracles. But I don't see any miracle right now. So then why should I believe that there is such a powerful being?
Depends on what
Yeah,
you mean by miracle.
something exists doesn't mean there's a creator, right? Because if that was the case, we would be questioning who created God, who created God, who created God, who created God, right?
Right. That's because that's why I asked
And that's
you.
why I said like we don't need to seek for a creator all the time, right? So let's say that the universe exists without a creator. If that's possible, which is possible according to your belief, because you believe that God can exist without a creator. Okay. Then the universe can exist without a creator. It saves us the infinite regress, right? Then we don't have to ask who created the universe, who created the creator of the universe, who created that creator. Like we don't need to do that. If we say that universe just exists without a creator, that's all. We solve the problem. But you don't want to solve the problem. You're asking who created the universe, right? You're creating the problem.
No, you're kind of seeing it their own way, I guess.
Okay, what's the right way? Teach me. Or I will let
I
Mahmoud.
guess you. Uh, so I ask you.
Hi.
Hi again.
Actually, he believes in science. So, like science gives us a result or a theory, like universe or blah blah blah, and Big Bang happens. Yeah, and the sun is that's must have. You believe that things, right? So you believe science as well.
I don't
So
care
can
about science
I?
that much, Mahmoud. Like
No, no,
like
no. I
believers
when
bring those topics mostly. They say, "Hey, look at the universe." Like when we look at the universe, they start talking about Big Bang and other things. They bring those topics. Okay, my intention is not to bring science here.
no, no. I don't have an. I have also don't have intention.
Okay,
But
then why are you talking
I'm
about science?
talking. I'm talking about science because you're judging everything by science. That's why.
No. I'm just like looking at your topics through the scientific perspective. Like I didn't bring those topics, right? And again, it's not my intention to talk about science. I said it like
Okay.
here maybe 2 hours ago that if I see a miracle, I will believe that it's from God. So it's not science, okay?
From my side, I haven't seen lots of miracle, but I don't know what kinds of miracle you want to see. If you explain that, it will be easy for me.
Okay. So you believe in Allah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Allah says be and it becomes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if right now, if I see, um, let's say another phone on my table. So there's only one phone on my table right now. If I see another phone on my table right now, I will believe in Allah. So
Okay.
God can say be and there can become a phone on my table, right? Because God is Almighty.
So yeah. So for this, you have to pray Allah that, hey Allah, give me another phone to prove yourself, right?
Okay,
You have to say
okay,
that.
Allah, like, if you're really there, please help me. I don't have to have the phone. You can take it back, but I want to believe in you. Okay, please send me the phone. What about that? I still don't see any phone on my table. Only my phone. So that doesn't make Allah unreal. Maybe God doesn't want to, you know, have any communication with me. He doesn't want to prove himself to me. Okay. Maybe Mahmoud went for praying. Oh no. Oh, it's Carlos. Okay, so you had a question, Carlos, before he interrupted. You want to finish that question? Or you will let him continue?
I'm clearing your perspective. What is your perspective? So if a phone is arrive on your table, then you will believe Allah. That's your uh, perspective, right?
Yeah,
This is the miracle.
that's what I want. Yeah, like if that happens, I
Yeah.
can believe. If it doesn't happen, probably I will never believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you read any historical books or
Historical
something?
book. Oh, history. I don't like history. I don't like books. So history books. Oh wow, it's too much for me.
Okay. You know what? It's not easy for us right now. You know why? Have you taken any exam?
Mm-hmm.
Have you give any exam,
Yes,
like
man.
academic
Yes.
exam?
Yeah.
Have you received the exam paper before going to home?
Okay.
Have you got the exam paper after you? Sorry, before you go the exam hall?
Before I go
You
to the
don't.
exam. Okay. And there were
You
some
will get
cases
the.
that I got the questions before the exam, by the way.
Right,
But
it's piracy. It's not the common thing. Okay, I'm talking about the common thing. Okay,
I don't understand
usually
what you mean.
you
Yeah,
don't get
usually I don't
before.
get. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, what's your point?
Yeah. So, and also you don't get a result if you don't give any exam,
Oh,
right?
what? So what?
Yeah. So
Yeah, so what?
yeah. So
That
if
means we
I
are in a.
go exam,
That means we
no,
are in an
if I
exam.
go, no, if I go a exam, then I will receive a paper, right? So I need to go exam. If I sit at home and like pray, wish I need the exam paper, it's not possible.
I don't care,
And
Mahmoud.
second,
Why are you telling these things? Like, what's your point? Please make the
yeah,
point, or I will meet you. Okay?
I will clarify all. Let me
Please,
finish.
immediately.
Yeah, and
It
the
became
second
boring.
one,
Oh, there is the second one.
yeah,
No, finish the second
sorry
one.
for that.
What's your point for the first one? What's your point? Okay, let me
right?
answer without hearing your point, okay? So all your argument is based on the belief that we are in an exam, okay? I don't think so. I don't
Yeah.
have any good reason to believe that we are in an exam.
No,
Just
no, no.
because
The
you believe
theory
that
is
this is
there.
an exam, that doesn't mean we are having an exam right now, okay?
No, 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 no.
What do you mean, no, no,
You
no?
don't. No, you misunderstanding me. Let me finish. Okay, I will understand
I'm
you.
losing my patience. Please finish it, please.
You can't get result until you give exam.
Fuck, don't repeat.
So
Just go finish. Like, don't repeat, man. Why are you repeating?
yeah, so this is the thing as a life.
What's the
If
point?
we, yeah, if we don't die, we can't know about what waiting for us. Like
Okay,
the exam. If I don't do the exam,
okay. Yeah. So what, Mahmoud? As I said, that doesn't mean we are in an exam.
so you are talking the miracle. You are talking the miracle.
Bye bye. So that's what I said. That doesn't mean we are having an exam right now. Okay. So maybe we are not in an exam, and maybe that's why God can talk to me. Okay. Or if you're in an exam, still that doesn't mean God cannot talk to me. Okay. Well, what about Muhammad, Moses, Jesus, Abraham? The exam was over when God was talking to them? Do you think the exam was over? No. When many people had miracles in the past, do you think that exam was over? No, you don't think so. So that means just God is interacting with humans. That doesn't mean the exam is over. Okay. Just look at your beliefs, okay, and then come back. Because you're contradicting yourself right now. Because you're saying that if God speaks to you, if God shows you a miracle, that means exam is over. And that's not the case for other people that you believe. Okay? Leave your standards, double standards, okay? Okay. We are not cavemen. We're not older than cavemen. Are we insignificant? Atheists, we mated with cavemen, that's a fact. So, what are dinosaur bones made of? Okay. Carlos, do you remember your question? I saved some patience for you.
Yeah, okay, save some more, I guess.
That's all for today. Okay.
What? He never answered.
Yep. He never answered.
So we feel like so. You muted him?
Oh, what about this? What about this? Let me bring another example. Let's suppose God decided to do that, okay? Just for entertainment, okay, right now. It happens right now, what I ask, okay? The phone appears on my table, and then God is saying, okay, I'll delete all your memory about what happened right now. Isn't that possible, Mahmoud, for your God? Can your God delete my memories? Let's pray for that because it doesn't affect the exam. Because I will be the same atheist person after he deletes my memory. What about that? Let's test this one because it's not against the exam. I cannot cheat, but your God can cheat because he has the power, right? It's your man. What about that, Mahmoud? Can your God delete my
Yeah,
memory?
can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So God are powerful. Why he erases our memory, right?
Can God delete my memory?
Yeah, God is made our memory deleted. What you talking about? Current memory or the previous one?
I said that let's pray to your God to make a miracle right now, and after that,
Okay.
he can delete our memories as if it never happened, okay?
Okay.
So
But
that's
you,
not
you, you,
against the
you,
exam, so that means I'm still in the exam, right?
yeah,
So, okay, that's also enough for me.
yeah. But you earlier asked me, is it possible God will erase your memory,
Yeah,
right?
that was my question.
Yeah, I will say yes. God can erase your memory,
Okay, so then we
but
don't have a
I,
problem about the exam, right?
sorry, can you repeat again?
I'm sorry, Mahmoud. Like I repeated it at least 3 times, and you don't understand, and I don't want to repeat it again. I'm sorry. That was clear, very clear. But I'm tired of repeating. Hey, Austin, how are you, man? I believe you answered my question.
Yeah, man. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Okay. So we are nearly, not nearly, we are already 3 hours streaming here. Yeah, and I promise that this will be the last room. Since we don't have many believers, I mean we talk with all of them. Savvy, you see, Savvy came from YouTube. Thanks again. Carlos, I don't know. Maybe he also came from YouTube before, or maybe he just joined randomly. I don't know.
Just join randomly.
Randomly, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I believe that's all for today. To understand. Jack. Okay. Let's ask the audience in the YouTube if they have a question. I want to answer only 2 questions, and then I will end the stream. If there won't be questions, then I will end immediately. Yeah, Sam, it's, as I said, it's 3 hours and it's enough. We had 8 hours yesterday, so it was weekend.
8 hours?
Yeah, you didn't check it, right?
Oh my god. You have a lot of patience, man.
Oh,
And even you still try to understand all these people while people are making falsify.
even if they don't believe that, I try to understand. Yeah, that's the case. Okay. Oh, okay, Savvy. Yeah, we are nearly about to finish. Since we're not getting any discussions or questions.
Well, thanks for having me on, dude.
Thanks for joining, Savvy, and thanks for being patient with Jack.
Oh, there's no problem. I understand his frustration.
Okay.
Yeah, when I talk with people and there's something that's like blatantly wrong, but they defend it, that makes for a bad conversation.
I cannot promise that I'm having always good conversations with people,
Yeah.
but at least I believe I've proved many people that we can have good conversation so far.
I'm still happy he spoke up. It's
Oh,
always good to learn.
cool, cool. If you think that you learned something, that's also cool.
Mhm.
And maybe I should unmute him more.
Yeah, I'll see you when I see you.
Okay,
It'll
okay.
pop up in my notifications every now and
Cool.
then.
Yeah, there will be always notifications if I don't die. As I said, we're
Do you have a
being.
successor?
Do I have what?
A successor?
Oh, what do you mean?
Somebody to take your place once you're done?
Ooh, okay. But I don't know. Like, you can join these people here in this platform. You'll find them. You were talking to Rocky, you remember? He's a good one.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he can do better than I do. Who else? Yeah, there are many other people here. You didn't see all of them. Our gang is kind of crowded. Yeah, not all of them are here, but they're cool.
All right.
Some of them are so angry, but yeah. Yeah, some of them are supporting me on just YouTube right now. Anyway, then let me leave then. So I can give the room to you guys if you want to continue somehow after me. Here at Carlos, Goku,
I'll be
or
headed off
Nana.
too.
Okay. I'll just
Good talking with you. I'll see you.
take care, man. Thanks for joining again.
Bye.
I appreciate the people coming from YouTube more because YouTube is not for join and talk platform. But for talk is for joining and talking. So coming from YouTube, requires more effort. Anyway, thanks, man. See you, Austin, Goku. Thanks for supporting. And G, thanks for being here. Tabula, I didn't see you for a long time. Thanks for supporting. Daniel, thanks so much. And Atheists, is it your first day here, Atheist? Okay, I think Atheist left, or maybe it's just latency. Crisp, I think you're a believer. Thanks again for joining. JL, I don't know, believer or non-believer, but thanks for being here. Being here means that you guys subscribed. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, see you, I hope, tomorrow. Bye-bye. Take care all.